812, no B11. Then we got 812.
Hey, babe, is my vape out there?
December. So these numbers all going out, 812, no B11. Then we got 812. That was last day that coming up in December.
Hey, babe, is my vape out there?
So these numbers all out.
Hey, Tony, you gotta keep your voice down, buddy. Hey, babe, is my vape out there? Hey, Tony, you gotta keep your voice. Hello, Pink, how are you doing? And Glenn, how are you doing? I am sorry I'm running late. I was in the process of editing a video and I'm still editing it, but it's all good. It can wait. How you doing, Regina? I'm really sorry that I've just lost track of time and trying to get this video. I'm gonna have it up should be in the morning. It's a salute to Veterans Day. So I thought I'd give you a heads up. That's what it is. It's a salute to Veterans Day. And been working hard at this video. Oh, Glenn, you are so welcome. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Let's get a few more people in, and we love to have you. Love having you here. And again, I do apologize for being late. I really do. Um, Eli family, how are you doing, sir? So good to see you. Again, I apologize for being late. I was supposed to come on. I always say between 7 and 7:30. And I just lost all track of time because I'm editing a video. So I do apologize for that. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. Hey, Slimlet, how are you doing, sir? Now, I want you guys to also put your links in. If you're a YouTuber, put your links in because I want to pass that love on. This is how we pay it forward. Pass that love on. So huge shout out to you all. Corey, how are you doing, sir? So glad to see you. I am so glad that you all are here. And I'm gonna have someone coming up here shortly. His name's Boomer D. Let me see. I don't think I sent him a link yet. So give me a second here. Um, okay. Now let me go. But how are you guys doing tonight? You guys, or if it's daytime where you are, how are you doing today? How was your day? Did you have a great day today? I really hope you did. Good. How are you? I missed you live last week. Sorry. No, that's okay. What happened last week was I premiered a video. So I'm really sorry about that. And so I didn't go live, but that's why I'm making up for it now. And I'm editing a video also that will be up tomorrow. Actually, I might have it up later tonight, get it all done. It's in salute to Veterans Day. So that's what this video is about. So it's a salute to all our veterans out there. We have nothing but love and respect for you, and we thank you so much for your service and what you've done for our country what you've done for the UK, what you've done for Australia, wherever you're from. We thank you for your service. And so that's what this video is, a tribute to you vets. So I do hope you you know, get a chance to go by and see that when I post it up. Fireman, how are you doing, sir? So glad to see you, and I do hope that y'all hit that thumbs up button because it really helps us out. And I really appreciate you for everything that you do. We are going to do a spirit box today. So I thought I'd tell you that now. We're going to be using the Phasma box. And I'm just actually I'm looking someone up here as we're talking, and hopefully I can get him. Here it is right here. And there. There. Okay. Got that done. And now get this, get rid of that, and get rid of that. And I'm back. Okay. Yes, please hit that like button. And let me see here. And Slim, I want you guys also to go by and check out my buddy Slim here, Slim Lad. If you love karaoke like I do, then you're gonna love his channel. So make sure you go by and check him out. Um, great guy, great channel. And let me just do this, that, there. Okay. And so yeah, make sure you go by check out Slimlet, and any of you on here that has a YouTube channel, like I said, I want you to put your link in the description box so that we can all show love to everyone that's here, because we love you all and we appreciate you all. And for me to show my appreciation, I want you to put your link up. That way, other people can come by and check out your content, you know? Misty Mountain, so good to see you, Susan. I am so glad to see you. As a matter of fact, let me get you this. There we go. I've known Susan here for quite a long time, and I'm shocked that you didn't have that wrench. So there, you got it now, because, and that might be because, as you know, we just started live streaming now every Sunday. This is like our fifth Sunday now straight that we've been live streaming. And I want to keep that going because I'm trying to get back with you, and I'm trying to check a lot of you out. It's just that I have over 3,000 people that I'm subscribed to, so I try to check everybody else out accordingly. We are doing great, Susan. I hope you are too. She's another Leonandra. So glad that you came in. Thank you so much. Regina, so glad to see you. Uh, Eddie, can you ask my mom and dad, could you come over? And their names are Linda and Eddie C. I sure will do just that for you. I am native autistic. Now what? Hey, so glad that you are here. And as you know, and some of you probably don't know, I have two boys that are autistic. One of them is sitting right here beside me. That's my son Manny, who is severely autistic. Then I have my son Tony. Boomer, how you doing? I sent you a link. Oh, you can't get your Twitter to open. Oh, my bad. So, let me see. And then Regina, let's do this. There. Because I want you guys to be able to check each other out and show love. But I don't want you to check each other out and then you don't see them no more. I want you to continue to see them, continue to go by and show love to them. Now, a lot of y'all, as y'all know, of course, we're not a political channel. We don't do politics. So whoever you voted for, congratulations. If you voted for Trump, congratulations to you. If you voted for Harris, I'm sorry, but we're not a political channel. But I do want to wish my congratulations to all those Trumpers out there. If you are a Trumper, congratulations to you. Um, you know, I don't know what else to say. If you're for Harris, I'm sorry. Better, like they say, better luck next time, you know. But we don't get into politics other than that. Religion and politics is two things I stay away from because this is not the channel for that. But I'm saying that now because there's going to be some people coming in here saying, hey, Trump 2024 and all that. And just to get it out the way, I don't want you to block them, you know, congratulate them instead. That's all you got to do. Congratulate them. Okay, how's that? No problem, Boomer. I'll give you a second. And in the meantime, I'm going to read some of the chats here. And you said I have not put a video out for about 3 years now. Wow. Hopefully you will. They would love to see you. They would love to see your video. We would love to see your video. So please put one out. All of you. You know, Misty is another one who has a really good channel and she's into the paranormal. Make sure you go by check out Misty. Now, Boomer D here, he is on D Live. Now, if you have D Live, go by check out D Live, check out Boomer D. You know, go by show him some love. If you don't have D Live, get it. It's a free app. Go by, get it, check them out. You'll also go by and you'll see Cab 7, who's also on D Live, you know, and I think Green Bay Wacky and a few other ones. So go by and show some love to all our peeps right there in D Live. How you doing there, Boomer?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
We are doing great.
Okay,
I'm
Care
late
Day.
because
I'm all
I
right.
was editing a video for Veterans Day. And
Oh,
so
yeah, it's coming up, ain't it?
yes, Monday. So I wanted to
Monday.
hurry up and try to get as much of that video done because I'm gonna be working all night doing that video.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You know,
And you
so
got a late start tonight, so you got your night cut out for you, man.
yeah, I started early in the afternoon and it's just I want this video to just be right, you know.
Hmm.
And what I'm doing with the video is I'm going through steps of presidents, you know, from Reagan to Bush to Obama to Trump to, you know, Biden, of everyone talking about Veterans Day.
Cool, cool.
You know, so
Take it
that's,
easy, Slim.
hey, Slim, have a good night. God bless you. And thank you so much for coming in. And the boys said, say hi to Slim, you guys.
Hi, Slam.
See, as you hear, they right there.
Hey,
Say,
Boomer.
yep, that's Boomer.
Oh,
How you doing, Boomer?
there we go. What's up? Who we got? Hey, what's up, Tony?
How you doing, man?
Bro, what's going on? What's good?
Doing good, man.
Sorry, I got
Hey,
distracted there.
that's fine. Jen will be here shortly. She's in the living room. She's watching on TV in there.
Oh, who?
You
Hey,
know,
how are you tonight, Nightbot? Good to see you out there doing your job. Great job blocking everybody just because they put caps in. I was worried earlier. I didn't
yeah,
realize caps lock was on before I typed out, and I was like, "Oh, fucking Nightbot's gonna get me."
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell people.
F bomb.
Please watch it with your caps because I did it for a reason. Sometimes when we get the haters coming in, they like to spell out the N word, and so I had to deviate that. It was a big name YouTuber that told me I needed to do that. And so that's why I did that. You know, so anytime them big caps, any big caps that comes in, Nightbot's gonna automatically time me out. Just giving you a heads up. Um, hey Cody, my son Cody's in there. Bailey, how are you doing? And Bailey is also autistic, just to give you a heads up. So if you guys see Bailey Marie King in there, she is autistic. Glad to have you, Bailey. And Corey said, "What's up, Boomer?"
That down, turn this up, right? Oh, Hey, how y'all doing? Can you hear me any better? I messed with the mic a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Pink said inward ew, yes. That's why I had to put the in there for the commands. Anybody that has those large caps, no. We don't want no haters in here. We only want the positive people in here. That's all we want.
Glenn, what's good?
Yes, Glenn the man is in here.
Yeah, I saw it. I rewatched your live stream from last week. Saw
Hmm.
Glenn up there. I was like, holy shit, I ain't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, we're
I
coming.
ain't seen him since he was with Omar and them. That was years ago.
Yeah.
Like, damn. All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, this mic is finicky. The connections are weird.
Yeah, I had to rewire mine too, just recently. Because
Got the same one, right? The
Mhm.
Yeti.
Yep, same one. I don't like to keep it,
I,
I don't have to have it that close to me, so anybody can hear me. That's why I got it the way it is, set just right.
I try to keep mine unless I'm doing karaoke or something. I try to get it like right here. But I
Hmm.
try to keep it off to the side, at least foot and a half, 2 feet away, so it doesn't cause feedback. Holy shit! Is that really?
If
Wow, I
it,
ain't heard that name in a long time. Who's
if
this guy?
fireman, yeah, fireman, you're right. It is ways around it. I know. I know. Bailey says she cooked for the first time. Congratulations, Bailey.
Bailey Marie. I don't
Bailey
know,
Marie King.
but congratulations on your cooking.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome, there's your bait.
Oh yeah, hey, Pink, we love Omar too.
Subject. I like
Pink,
how you add that in there. You know
you
what?
didn't.
We all have our flaws. We all
Right,
have our good points and our bad points. It's a
right.
if you're a person without a single character flaw, please, I want to shake your hand because you're,
One
the
of the
biggest
few.
one in the world. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, you can't hate on people just because how they seem sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The way I don't hate on anybody that doesn't hate. Yeah, that doesn't hate on me. It's like
Right.
as soon as you start coming my way, it
Mm-hmm.
changes things. But just because somebody can be, you know, uh, um, uh, shifty, I'll say shifty
Right.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets shifty sometimes. You try to embellish things or whatever. You try to, you want to fraudulate something to make it more interesting. Hey, that's on you. Just don't expect me to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't fault a person for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't go out for drinks with them, but you know, hey, to each his own. That's what I say. Thought you disappeared. I did for a while. I was going through some. Well, I'm still going through it, but things are starting to look up. So yeah, I was gone for a while, fireman. I
How's
wasn't
things going with you now?
having it at all. I'm just going through some stuff. Uh, that I you know don't want
Right.
to discuss. On a
Oh, I respect you for
on
that.
somebody else's platform. It's not for this place.
Right. I got you.
I could always talk to you guys privately at some point,
Right.
but
Just as long as you're doing good right now, that's
I don't want to bring your people down. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, we want to keep the energy up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But
I'm
yeah,
hoping everybody in the chat's doing good. Hope you had a good day
people
or
are.
night, whichever it may be.
I had bad days. We all have bad days, Bailey.
Right. Yeah, everybody has
One
a bad
person
day.
that don't. You
Right.
should ask anybody in here. Fireman Ed, I probably pissed off Ed of all people in this world. The one person that could put up with just about anything to a certain like I probably have pissed him off even at one time or another. Okay. We've known each other for a long time. I've known Fireman a little bit longer than I've known Eddie. and I know I've pissed him off, people. I've pissed Cap 7 off. There ain't a person on social media that has been to my live streams, or other DLive or YouTube, that I haven't pissed off. But we're all still friends, you know.
Right.
You all get along. Like, shit, if you ain't pissing somebody off at least once a day, you're not doing your job, you know.
Right. Dolls Dolly, how are you doing, ma'am?
So how is Jen? I gotta admit, I was picking something up off her. I mean, and that wasn't even a live stream. Like when I was watching it, it was in video form, not even live. I was picking up something off about her.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, she's doing okay. Like
Oh yeah.
health wise and stuff. Like her physical health is okay and everything.
Yeah,
Right?
she's doing, yeah.
I was picking up some kind of
Yeah,
energy that, you know.
I got you. Pearly May, how are you doing?
Why the hell does that keep unpausing? All right, I gotta turn that off. Sorry.
That's okay. Fireman says sorry meant forgiving. Jen's working on a picture frame. Our daughter came over and she was putting some pictures together for us, and we found a frame that it's not broken, but it's one of those frames that you have to unscrew everything in order to get a picture in.
Oh, right.
And so that's what Jen's working on. Pearly May said, I'm tired but good. Hey, as long as you're doing good, I'm hoping you're having a great day. I'm hoping you have a great night. Everybody, I hope you're having a great day.
Good weekend.
So I thought I'd get that out the way first. And if anybody want a small spirit box session tonight? If you do, just let me know in the chat. Say yes. If you don't,
I
say
could probably
no.
listen to it for about 20 minutes. You know how I am with those.
I know this one's gonna be just not even that long, not long at all.
Do you have others lined up to come up here to do their like story thing? Like,
That's what I want to do. I want to see if anybody wants to come up and tell their paranormal story. If you have a paranormal story, let me know, and I will send you a link, and we can have you come up and you tell us your paranormal story. Because I want to make this about you, not me. This
Really?
video is about you, for you. So let's talk about your paranormal story. Anybody got one out there? Just let me know. If you do, I will send a link and you come in through that link. Glenn said, great idea. So I will send a link and
I mean, it's all kind of like, oh, what's that word? That means like, it feels like it happened. It's French. What do they call it again? Deja vu?
yes.
Like when I first saw your video, the first thing that caught my eye was the title. I was like, damn, that sounds so familiar. It was like, what was I doing 7 years ago on YouTube from my phone? And that was it. Like just telling our personal experiences with paranormal. It kind of like the which I don't know if she's interested in doing it again, but the fams talk thing. That's
Right.
It was basically just bringing up people to talk about their experience and things. So yeah. Boomer
Yes.
needs I just cut my hair. It's just not cooperating.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5% you need a haircut.
It was cut, but it's not. It hasn't been washed in a day and a half. So
Pearly May said, Boomer, hey, you've been doing good?
Pearly May. That doesn't sound familiar, but hanging in there. It is what it is.
Anybody? Hey, there's Haunted Trucking. Ghost Dog, what's up, buddy? Eli family, you want to come up? If you do, hit that link and tell your paranormal story.
You
He's got
are
some
a
good stories,
glutton for punishment, brother.
but he's got some good stories.
Oh yeah, good stories is it. Yep, that's exactly. You've got great stories. Yeah. How you doing, Eli?
So yeah, I like to hear him. Dolls Dolly. Now, we've been to one of her homes, that's haunted.
Who's that?
Dolls Dolly. As a matter of fact, I have a video that we did at her house that is haunted. So I know she's got some good stories.
Trying to think of who that is. It sounds familiar.
Dolls Dolly, if you love auctions and live auctions, especially with coins, that's what she does. But she's also a paranormal investigator.
Wait, she's not the one you visited
Uh-huh.
with the horse there, right?
No, no, that was actually someone I worked with.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was someone I worked with. As a matter of fact, I just talked to her recently, and she wants me to come back out there and do another one within the next couple months because she doesn't live here in San Antonio right now. They still have the property, but she moved to Houston.
Okay.
And so I told her, let me know when she's up here from Houston. I'll come over and I'll do another one. So she
Okay.
said, great. David, how are you doing? David Vingman.
Hello, David. How are you?
Yes, see, Dolls Dolly was saying, I definitely have a lot of ghost stories. Yes, she does.
Sure, you said hello 50 lines ago, but hello, Misty. Another girl, I'll tell you.
Yeah, so I'd love to hear if anybody has a ghost story. I'm gonna put the link in there again, just in case anybody missed it. I'd love to have you come up and
You
share
have
your
your
story.
settings where you have to allow people, right? Like before they just show up, you have to click it to allow them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because
Yep.
when I first started doing panels on YouTube when I got my first laptop, the thing I didn't realize was that anybody like because I didn't understand the settings and I used to put my link in the
Mhm.
chat and I had to delete a 4-hour video because some jackass decided to come up and show us junk. And then I learned how you can control that, like, and that's another thing about Zoom. Like,
Right.
you control whether or not they can just come up or if you have to allow them. And I finally figured that out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I still don't put my link in the chat. It's like that's got me gun shy. So
Yeah, I take chances. First time
yeah,
that I get messed over, then I'll change that to where you'll just have to DM me,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
But for right now, I decided, let me go ahead and go this route and see what happens. And Eli said he would, but you'll interrupt him.
Yeah, see, I'm paying attention to just Eli's comments because I know it's gonna gear that way. It's like, damn, showing the D. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I was Boomer D back then though. I think it was under my other channel. I can't remember.
And here's Canadian Witch. How are you doing, Canadian Witch? I know I accepted. There you are.
What's long time no see.
Long time no see, Canadian Witch. Even
Wow.
though just last
Eli's
week.
drinking a Pepsi?
Hello. So was I.
About time you did something right, Eli.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. As a matter of fact, I meant to ask you this last week. Do you have a paranormal story?
Um, I do.
Great. Let's hear it. We all want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's heard
Well,
all the time, so.
my mom passed away in October of last year,
And you have my
and
condolences.
thank you. And I've been waiting for the right time to like talk to her like out loud, like
Mhm,
from the heart. And I did that the other day,
mhm.
and I did a spirit box session, and she came through and said, "I love you."
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I
That's
think I
wonderful.
needed to hear it. I needed to hear it
You know,
one more time.
we all need to hear that from time to time. If you're not really
Yeah.
sure, because sometimes, when we're waiting on someone to give us a message, they're giving us messages that sometimes we don't see them, we don't catch them right away.
Yeah.
And certain things happen to where we're like, hey, and all of a sudden we realize that was a message. I asked for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes our energy, it just takes us a while
Hmm.
because
There's
now,
a lot
yeah,
in this, and we
you're
just, as
transferring the
far
whole,
as, you know,
right, because
Right.
you're in a new environment now, because we're a
Hmm.
ball of energy, and that what we
Yeah.
have here is just a shell. So
Right.
once we leave this, it's up to us where we want to go. If we're gonna go to
Absolutely.
heaven, we'll go to heaven. If we're gonna go to hell, we'll go to hell. We don't know where that is. So right now we're laying in limbo.
Right.
But we can hear our loved ones. And I feel that. I know we can hear our loved ones talking to us or talking about.
Absolutely.
And so we try to get to them the best way we can.
Right.
Because we're starting off, we're brand new at this. So we have
Right.
to figure out how, like, maybe move something or knock something over, but something to get the attention.
Right.
And something I really believe.
Absolutely. Me too.
So when we do spirit box sessions, and I tell people all the time, do it out of love and respect and let them know because they know what you feel. They feel your energy. So
Yeah.
because this is all we are, just balls of energy. They feel your energy. They know what your intent is.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So if you come to them in a nice way, they'll come through in a nice way.
Hmm.
How you
Yep.
lived in your life, you're going to be the same in death. So if
Absolutely.
you were mean and nasty in life, you're gonna be mean and nasty in death. Nothing changes.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Again,
this
I'll say that that's just my theory.
this isn't
Yeah.
necessarily like a paranormal story, but the most recent thing that happened today that I found kind of interesting. It gave me a chuckle.
Hmm.
Now, the last few days I've been binging, rewatching the Psychic Kids show, right?
Oh yeah.
And so I decided just on a whim to Google Christopher, what's his last name again? Anyway, to see what's going on with him these days, because Chip Coffey I don't give a shit about. But
Hmm.
I always liked Chris. He was, good, and I noticed he had he's got two uh um Instagram channels, one for his art and one for his, daily podcasts and stuff or whatever he does. So I decided to follow him. Lo and behold, who do I discover? It says at the bottom who also is following Eddie and Jen. And so I thought that was so weird. Today, because I planned to be here today,
Hmm.
on the YouTube channel, and it was just today I decided, well, I'm gonna see what is going on with Chris these days. Unfortunately, he's suffering through some kind of bone cancer thing and
Right.
stuff like I discovered today. I also discovered he's 2 years older than me. I did not know that. But it was like, so I found his Instagram channel and I'm watching the one video he put up, and underneath says, followed by, and the first one on the list was Eddie and Jen Block. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what the hell kind of. So I was like, yeah,
Because I talked to him.
He has another art channel, by the way. I don't know.
Yes. Because I talked to him. We talk a lot. He loves talking to me. And
Oh,
because he says that, I make a lot of sense to him. And I told him, well, a lot of it is not really about sense. It's just common knowledge, you
right,
know. And I told him I
Right.
don't claim to know everything because I don't. I
right,
only base everything according to me. And I tell people you don't have to take my word for it,
Right.
and but at the same time, I'm never a negative person. I'm always positive. So I try to uphold that. WTF Mike is in the house. How you doing, Mike? I didn't want you to
Hey,
think I
Mike.
noticed you. So Mike is, and then I got to scroll back up because somebody said something here. Let me see. Corey said, I tend to think heaven and hell is a mindset. We're all earthbound after death, but it depends on if we lived a life of peace or turmoil and devious acts. I can agree with that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Life is according to what you live it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So
Yeah.
if you say that life's a B, it's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you made your life that way.
Absolutely. Yep.
I've always said the idea of heaven and hell is just exactly what it is. It's an ideal that
Right.
works for some people to get them to, you know, they're either gonna feel good about their last day or they're
Right.
not. Like, and it's just, I don't believe there's a physical heaven or hell.
Right.
I think it's just something we need that we create in our own minds because of either what we've been taught or what gets us
Exactly.
through the day or whatever,
Exactly.
for whatever reason.
This
Yeah.
is why I say you create your universe.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's not a God thing
Yeah.
because
Right.
it's a universal thing. So
It
you
is.
create your universe. You can manifest anything you want.
Right.
Mhm.
Just because you don't have $1 million right now doesn't mean you're not going to get it. If you
Mhm.
manifest it enough, you will have it. But you have to
Mhm.
believe in yourself and faith. See, all that intertwines with your universe. And this is something I practice all the time.
Yeah.
It all intertwines with your universe. Lou Rock is in the house. How you doing, Lou
Hey,
Rock?
Lou Rock.
You rock. Who the hell is that?
Who's that?
Lou Rock is in the house. So
But
good to see you, sir.
there's
So,
another channel I discovered on Instagram. Sorry, don't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
That I found very interesting. This guy uh describes what the original, like the original writings of the Bible before it was all transcribed and misconstrued and rewritten and all that and everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
exactly the way it went down. And I found it very interesting. I started following him today, and a lot of what he says makes sense. And most of it I've already agreed with. I've already viewed it the way he's speaking it. I
Right.
just
Wow.
never had you know, the eloquent speaking this guy has, I guess. Like I
Right.
never knew how to put it across to people in a way, that made sense.
Right.
Mhm.
But the way he describes the whole idea of God and Jesus and all that and everything,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense to me because it's what was originally written before all the other, you know,
Right.
uh,
Before the King James and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, before the second edition, first edition, blah blah blah, and all that. Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
So
yeah,
that
like
that's why I believe in the universe, because this is something you create. So when you create your universe, it's whatever you want it to be.
right.
So
And the
and
way I
it's,
believe it, if our Creator
mhm,
wanted us to all believe in the same thing and do it the same way all the
right,
time, like He wanted to gave us free will. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Lou Rock, would you like to come up here, sir? We would love to talk to you and
Yeah.
hear your paranormal stories.
Slow
Yes.
down, Eli. Slow down.
That.
Never said or done anything to give anybody that impression. Well, according to this guy I found on Instagram, we are all godly. Like we are the gods of the world.
Right, because we're the messengers.
We're the ones that make things happen.
Mhm.
It's within us to make something happen. You either not, I mean, yeah, I could be a rich millionaire right now if I had the energy to do it, but
Yeah,
we
Lou, I'm
all
gonna send
live
you a
our
link.
lives based on the choices we made. You know,
Right. You know, I've been reading for a couple years now a book by Neville Goddard. Okay. Neville Goddard basically is teaching you about your universe through manifestation, and that you can manifest anything you want. But if you don't believe in yourself and have faith, it is what it is. So if you're gonna have a poor state of mind, then that's just, you know, like they say, misery loves company.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be down and miserable and you think these miserable thoughts, that's your lifestyle. That's how you're gonna live.
You
You can
use
change
the
it.
word fast,
Huh?
and that when you're done, I was just saying that reminded me of my one paranormal experience I had that was one of the most frightening. But go ahead.
Oh no, 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 you're going
You used the
ahead.
word manifest, and it made me remember that.
Yeah, because
That night.
I'm gonna send Lou Rock a link, and here we are. Let me send him a link, and I definitely want to hear his paranormal story.
And, well,
There.
yeah, if you, I'll go ahead. I think most people have heard it. I don't know if you guys have or not. The
What's
experience
that?
I had, back when I was doing back when I had like all three of my surveillance cameras
Mm-hmm.
going. And I had one in the bedroom up in the corner there, one in the kitchen, and one in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Now that night, and the whole and just to skip ahead real quick so you understand the meaning behind all this, the whole process took 13 minutes.
Really?
Exactly 13 minutes from now. Before I realized what was going on with the cameras, I was dead asleep. I was asleep. I was in dream mode, and I had this dream that I was in some kind of like warehouse area.
Have a
And
good
for
night,
some reason,
Glenn.
I was like bound, like in a fetal position, to like bound on this like conveyor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I roll over and I look up, and I see this black formation coming at me. Well, I woke up right at that moment. And as soon as I woke up and looked up at the ceiling, that black form had manifested in my life. Like
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, like right there. As soon as it got this close, it just disappeared. Like it got right up in my face, and it was just an empty
Wow.
black, and
Wow.
it looked like a hooded figure, but in the side of the hood it was black. All right, so I'm like, oh, I hope the hell I caught that on my camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up and I look at my footage, and the first thing I notice is at 2:10, somewhere I timed it around 2:10, kitchen camera went out, blinked out, which is directly below my bedroom. At about 2 minutes after, my bedroom camera blinked out, phased out, whatever you want to call it. And then at 2:23, the living room camera blacked out. And that's when I woke up. I woke up at 2:23, right when the camera downstairs blacked out. And reviewing the bedroom footage, I didn't see it at first, but I was playing it back on a live stream, and people noticed a dark shadow area coming from, that's the hallway door over here, going along that wall, and then, oh fuck, sorry, and along this wall. They saw the black figure on the camera, and the timestamp was, and I wish I still had all that footage, but I lost it. The timestamp on it, when that black figure was over my bed and I looked up and saw it, was 2:22.
Mm-hmm.
And then the minute it disappeared, it was the living room camera went out and then came back on. So at 2:23 on the timestamp, the bottom camera went
Hi,
out,
Jen.
all within 13 minutes. That whole process took 13 minutes. So
That's
while I'm sleeping, having my dream, I'm not going to call it a nightmare because it wasn't scary until I woke up, you know, and when I saw it, I woke up and saw it. So, the whole dream took about 12 minutes, a little over 12 minutes, and that last minute was me waking up, seeing the figure, and the figure leaving.
Wolf.
So
That's
I
crazy.
figured it came in through the kitchen and came this way because the camera, that door there, that wall there, lines up right where the camera was in the kitchen. It was on top of a shelves in the kitchen. So that corner wall goes right into the kitchen where the camera was. And that's where everybody saw the black figure up here. So I'm figuring the black figure entered that way,
Mm-hmm.
came through, and as it's coming through, it interrupted the camera above the bed. And then when I woke up and it left, that camera downstairs is directly below where my bed is.
Wow.
So it blinked out that camera at 2:23. So from
Hello,
2:10
Brenda
to
Hall.
2:23, that whole process happened.
That's
Anyway,
crazy, man.
to make a long story short, that was probably one of my scariest moments. Like when y'all heard the story at when I went to investigate my cousin's house with
Right.
red eyes. Okay, as terrifying as that moment was, it wasn't as terrifying as this, only because all that entity did was fuck with my mind. It never made a physical appearance toward me, especially not in a manner where it looked like it was trying to attack me. This one tried to attack me. Now it wasn't red eyes.
Damn.
There was no face. Okay?
Right.
It was just a black mass that looked like a cloaked mass. Imagine the best way I could explain it, if you've ever seen Harry Potter,
Uh-huh.
the ones they call Dementors. Now, that's the best way I can describe it. Like a faceless, sickleless, death, Reaper. It was kind of like if you think
Right.
of the Grim Reaper without his face, without his sickle, it was like that.
Wow,
That
that's crazy.
was probably the most terrifying experience I ever had. That was about 10 years ago.
Damn. That's crazy, man.
Wait, no, it was 2018. So what? What is it now? 24?
Hello,
24,
Wolf. How are
whatever.
you?
Like, but it was crazy, man.
And Christina and Son, I'm so sorry I didn't acknowledge you. I'm so glad you came in. That's crazy, man. That really is.
Christina's here. Hey, Christina.
Yes, sir. And Eileen's channel is here. Pearly May, Eli, Corey,
Hi, Natalie.
Brenda Hall, so glad you came in. Susan, Misty Mountain, so glad you came in. Any of you out there, I sent Lou Rock and I haven't seen him yet. So if anybody out here would like to come in and tell us your paranormal story, we would love to hear it. I know somebody else out there has a paranormal story. Eli said, I'm hungry.
I'm always
You
hungry
just had pizza, Eli. Well, how can you be hungry?
because you've seen me eat.
Eli said, Boomer D, the Reaper, was standing over my body bag in one of my videos. And
Visions.
Christina said, I still love you anyway, Eddie. Hey, Brenda, I was going to call you Brenda. Christina, I'm so sorry. I love you too. You know that. I seen you came in, but I didn't want to interrupt. But if anybody else,
Interrupt. I do all the time.
Misfit Mafia Queen, so glad you came in. Brenda said, wide awake here. Took a 3-hour nap
Marianne.
and probably be up for hours now.
Boy.
Let's see.
But you know what? What's interesting is ever since that night, I haven't had any major incidences here since that night.
Really?
The occasional
Lou Rock.
What's up, Tess,
Walking out.
aka Lou Rock?
What up? I don't know why.
Still
I
haven't
don't know
changed
why
that.
I'm a test, but
Because Jim, we seen the name. Jim's like, hey, there's somebody gonna name Test. I'm like, well, I got is.
there you go.
Testing.
How you doing
Oh,
tonight?
Lou, I'm doing good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
Just chilling like a villain, man. I'm running late on my own live stream. All because I was editing a video I was gonna say Father's Day, for Veterans Day.
You were what from your live stream?
Running late. I was supposed to be
Oh,
in. I always try to get on between 7 and 7:30 now, every Sunday.
yeah.
But this time I didn't get on until after 8 because I was editing the video. Just like, hey, it's past 7:30. I was like, oh crap, so I had to remember where I was in the video that I'm editing, pause that, and I still got that on the screen, but I decided to start the live stream instead.
Hey, at least you're keeping busy with editing some videos, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to because I work every day too, so it's really hard.
Eli's lips are getting busy tonight. Now, Lou's he goes from kissing my ass to kissing Lou's now.
Everybody in the chat is saying hi, Lou Rock. Brenda Hall says
Yeah,
hi.
sorry guys. I gotta pull up the chat. Just got in here. What's up, everybody?
It's the
What's up,
fan.
Eli and
The
Colleen
fan over
and
there.
Brenda?
Not everything's paranormal, Eli.
Yeah, not everything's paranormal. That's right.
Lou's
Lucid,
looking
eh?
a little more paranormal than usual.
You
though.
could have fooled me.
So what's been going on with you, Lou?
Just been doing a lot of meditating and
That's
been
a thing.
yeah, I got into gardening this spring.
I noticed that.
Yeah, and it really just gives me a lot of peace, man. It really does.
I hear you, man. I like what you did to your house, man, for your mom.
Yeah, you should actually see what I just did for myself. Um, I fixed everything in this house for my mom and everybody else, and I fixed everybody's rooms and everybody's everything, and I
Mhm.
have left my stuff for last. And I haven't had a bedroom for years, but I finally finished off my basement and it looks great. And so
Cool.
Did you
I'm
do
doing
pictures
good
of it?
on
You do
what's
pictures
that?
of it? You do pictures of it?
Yeah, I'll put some pictures on Facebook. I think I put like one or two. I poured new concrete floors and everything.
Yeah, because I commented, I think, on the one that you did on the floor that you had the hole in the wall or on the floor.
Yep,
And you
that was
filled
the
it.
one yep.
Okay, yeah, because I commented on that one. Man,
Thanks.
you come down here, man, you can make some bank. The work
Yeah,
that you do,
I'm
you
actually headed to Florida in 2 weeks.
are you?
And it's for exactly that reason, because I got some work down there from the storms.
Yeah, because you come down here, man, you can make some bank down here, man. With your qualifications, I'm telling you.
I've actually been making really good money here, but I got a really good offer to come down there, and I couldn't refuse it.
I don't blame you, man. Take
Swing
that
by
off.
and get me. You can work and I'll lay on the beach.
What's that?
Swing by and grab me up, and I'll go down there with you. You can work, and I'll lay on the beach.
That sounds good, Bones. You can come.
I wish I could.
And
You
Ghost
actually
Dog
could.
still working.
I ain't doing a damn thing until I get all my shit squared away again.
Ghost Dog said, I'd come up, but it's hard to hear me while I'm working. Good to see you, Lou Rock. That's Ghost Dog.
Good to see you. Well, good to hear from you, Ghost Dog, and
He goes down.
good to hear that he's working.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Yes, he is. So, Lou, I was hoping you could give us a good ghost story, man. Give us a good story.
A good ghost story.
Yeah, give us a good haunted story.
A good haunted story.
Yes.
I mean, I I got
How about the
some
ghost
crazy
might hear?
things that have happened to me, but I would say one of the spookiest ones was I was going to a building, and the building it was abandoned, and I had been in this building once already, so I kind of got a look of what was going on there, and there's all this stuff from like the turn of the century, early 1900s, late 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going back to this place, and it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. I got a backpack on. It's you could tell that I'm up to no good because it's 3 in the morning and I'm walking around in a neighborhood I shouldn't be in with all this equipment and all this stuff. And so all of a sudden a cop pulls up right beside me, and he pulls over and he says, what you doing over here? And I was like, hey, I'm just going for a walk, you know?
Mhm.
And the cop was funny. He was like, well, I hope you're not planning on going in that building right there. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't, but why would you say something like that?
Mhm.
And the cop goes, I'm telling you, man, don't go in there. That place is messed up. I've been in there on calls before, and all the lights start flashing and all this stuff. And so the cop starts telling me all these ghost stories about the location.
Mhm.
And so now I come straight out with the cop and I tell him, I says, now that you told me this, I have to go in there. Right? That's what I came here for was to go in that building. And he was like, I kind of figured that. But I have to give a shout out to that cop, man, because that cop, I after I came clean with him and told him I wanted to go in the building,
Mhm.
I asked him, I said, is it okay if I go in there? He said, listen, I can't tell you you can go in there. I won't mess with you. And I can't tell you that another cop won't come here and mess with you, but I'm not going to mess with you. So me and my buddy went in there and we filmed a whole film. And then when we came out, he was standing out there with his lights on, watching us and actually keeping an eye on us. So it was pretty cool.
You
Right.
know why he wasn't gonna mess with you?
And hello,
Because he
Megan
knew the
Fox.
house was.
What's that? He knew the house was gonna mess with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to see us come out running from that place.
Right? I don't run from shit. My
I've
I've
only.
mom,
I've learned to run.
It's
I
hard
see
for me to run
everything.
from something I can't see.
And well, when you start seeing stuff and feeling stuff, like actually physically feeling something bite you or pain, you'll run.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That.
Lou knows.
Yeah.
He'll knock over an old lady to get out of the house.
Me, I'll bury the old lady to get out that house. Like, sorry, lady, you're gonna have to stay in that closet.
Hey,
I
everybody,
know.
let's send some prayers to Debbie Waters because she is sick and she came by to show some love. Debbie, we love you and we hope that you get better soon. God bless you, Debbie. Thank you for coming in and showing some support.
Much love. Prayers to you, Debbie.
I'm sorry,
Much
didn't
love, Debbie.
Megan Fox said it's called fleas.
Oh, please. That's a name I ain't heard in a while, too. Megan, what's up?
But I've always been curious of other people's stories because mine, I've never really experienced anything. My wife has, my boys have, you know, but and I don't put my kids,
Well,
in kind of danger or anything like that.
I try not to. I try not to dwell on this one story. But if you want to talk about stuff happening to people, I've brought this up a million times since it's happened to me. When I went to St. Augustine,
I remember that one.
I was possessed. Something something took me completely over, took over my whole body, my voice. They could whatever it was able to speak
Hi.
used my
I'm
body.
from Ohio too.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm on another.
Yeah,
Yes. Hi, how are you?
we're great, but give us 1 second. We're glad you're here.
Okay.
But Lou is giving us a little story here. So
Okay.
go right ahead, Lou.
Um, so yeah, something was able to take over my entire being, my body. It started speaking. I was able to witness what was going on. I could see, I could
Mhm.
still see out of my own eyes, but I was not in control of anything. I wasn't in control of my own voice, what was coming out. Um, and this entity was just using my body like a tool, and it started screaming the most insane things. The first thing it started screaming was, it started with this just straight out belting out, "We are gods, we are gods," and then just kept repeating that over and over, "We are gods." And it was the most scary thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Not a single bit of it was caught on camera. John HSFL Paranormal was there.
I was gonna mention that.
Damn.
Yep. John was there. Patty's grandson was there. And my ex was there. And it was a life-changing event. And talk about scary, I quit the paranormal after that. I've made maybe 1 or 2 videos after that, but I quit. And I
Yeah,
haven't
I
made
remember
videos
that.
since. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, because yeah, that took a lot out of you, and you was gone for a long time. You know.
Listen, after that, I started having such bad complications, blackouts, blackouts to the point where I wouldn't remember nothing that happened. And then the people around me would say, "Oh yeah, you said this, you did this, you did that." And I'm like, wait a minute. I said all this stuff, and it was happening, and it was getting really bad.
Yeah,
And
because John told us too. Everything that you said coincided with what John told us.
oh, John, I know. Here's one of the creepiest things. All right. So I pick up John from Georgia, and
Right.
while we're driving into Florida, we get just about to the St. Augustine border, and we're just coming in the St. Augustine, and this smell and this mist just comes over the road, and then all of a sudden you could just smell like poop everywhere. It smelled horrible.
Mhm.
And over the highway, this big old giant cloud was over the highway, but it didn't look like a cloud. It looked like a big devil with devil horns, and it looked like it had like a crab claw for a hand, and it was like looming over the whole highway. And John's like, "Yo, do you see that?" And we went to grab a camera, and by the time we could grab the camera, it was gone.
Oh,
It had
yeah.
disappeared.
John
But
told us the same thing.
that was the first like omen of us going into the most scariest moment of my life, hands down. I will never forget this experience. I'll hold it for the rest of my days. It's changed my outlook on religion. It's changed
Mhm.
my outlook on so many different things. I'm going to tell you something, and this is the God's honest truth. I'll swear on a Bible, I'll take a lie detector test, anything.
That
I see
description you just
I
gave
see
reminded me of my trip through Jersey. There's like a 10-mile stretch that smells just like you described. Smells like
well, I seen a person change from just a person into like a snake person.
A
Like the
shape
person's skin turned into snake skin, their eyes turned into snake eyes, and I
That's a
was shown
Ain't that a shapeshifter?
Well,
Like that?
there's a little bit more to it because I was shown. Well, I'll tell you what happened. The reason I was possessed is because I was sleeping with a married woman, and I was shown the story of Adam and his first wife, Lilith. And the reason that adultery is the worst sin that you could commit, because Adam had this wife that he was created with in the beginning, of according to what I was seeing. So according to what I was seeing, these two beings were made for each other, and Adam was madly in love with her, and for some reason she left. And when she left, it broke Adam's heart to the point he decided to die. And when he decided to die, that broke God's plan. God was like, nah, like that's not going to happen. And that's when God came down and replenished him, and that's where I think the story is kind of different. And I think I was really shown the real story, but that's my opinion. It happened to me. I'm not trying to force any of my views on anybody. It's just something that happened to me. And I didn't think I was going to make it out of there alive. I know why it happened to me, because I was doing wrong. Here's the thing. During the possession, I open a Bible. Now, to me, the Bible's glowing. There's a glow around the Bible. But I open the Bible and I put my finger down. And I put my finger down on a verse that's in Leviticus. And the verse is those who commit adultery. Those who commit adultery shall certainly be put to death. And then I asked my ex to do the same thing. And when she put her finger down in the Bible, it said, this was another thing from Leviticus. It was another verse that said, those who engage in necromancy shall certainly be put to death. Now, these are two things I was doing. I was sleeping with a married woman, and I was engaging in necromancy. According to the meaning of necromancy, I think I was engaging in necromancy. And
Wow.
I think I suffered the consequences of my actions. And
I thought necromancy was.
I'm not sure that it was a
back in the
possession
day.
more than a warning.
Right.
Isn't necromancy the trying to bring back the dead?
It's not necessarily trying to bring back the dead.
Okay.
It has to do with communicating with the dead and trying to benefit from
Right, from the dead.
communicating with the dead. Yeah.
Right.
Like asking them for information, lottery numbers, help you with the future, stuff like that. That's necromancy.
Okay.
Yes. Noel, I am so glad that you came in.
Yes.
We are also from Ohio originally. We live in San Antonio now. We're from Akron, Ohio.
I know where that is. I'm from Cuyahoga, Ohio.
Okay, over in Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay, because Dolly here, Dolly Young, she's over in Akron also. Oh, actually Canton. I take that back. She's in Canton.
Now I'm in East Sparta. Was from Akron, Ohio.
Okay. So we got a couple Ohio people in the house.
I gotta
Glad to
correct
have you.
Megan. I gotta correct Megan real quick. That's necrophilia. By the way, you said there.
Yeah, ain't that what?
That's necrophilia. That's a
the
whole
F and the-
different thing.
F and the dead, ain't that incubus, a succubus?
No,
No,
a succubus.
necrophilia is that people who engage in sexual activity with dead bodies.
Okay. Yeah, ain't that kind of party.
Off
Well,
topic.
Megan put in effing the dead, and I'm like, no, different one. Necromancy and necrophilia is totally different.
Regina, do you have a haunted story you'd like to tell us? And by the way, glad to have you here.
Yeah, yes, I do. This one day I dropped my husband off to a place where he used to work at, and I
Mm-hmm.
was driving back home in Ypsilanti, Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and it was about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and
Mm-hmm.
I seen a apparition of a full-blown Indian, a Indian woman.
Really?
Yeah, and she was standing in the lane I was in, and I stopped and looked, and she was gone. And then when we had our old house, I we were moving into it, and I asked my mom if she felt anything um like I was, and my mom said yes, she did. And when we lived there, I was downstairs in the basement where our laundry room was, and there was another room off to the side that had our hot water tank and our furnace. And out of this corner of my eye, I seen a black um shadow, and I said, "Whoever you may be, stay down here. Don't harm me, my family, or my dogs." And that showed up when my husband was downstairs in the basement, and my husband flew up the stairs
Mm-hmm.
and scared the daylights out of him. And he never ever seen something like that, and he never went back down.
Wow. Because I was trying to think you because you said because you're in
Excuse
Michigan.
me. Excuse me, what was it? It was a
It was something tall and black shape, like a man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what Indian tribes you got, like Saginaw, Chippewa up there in Michigan, right?
I think so.
And some Navajo. Well, no, Navajo is more toward the Sioux.
It didn't have red glowing eyes, did it?
No,
Okay.
Wow, that's
no.
a heck of an experience. Uh,
Yeah.
Noel, how about you?
yes, 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 yes. I did have my first ghost experience. I did have. Can I tell you the story?
Sure.
We were at my boyfriend's friend's house. It was kind of haunted in there, and then the bathroom was haunted. And so we did like ghosting on her device to talk to ghosts. And
Like
so
a necrophonic or
it's like as like a app. You talk to ghosts.
okay, so you use like a necrophonic or something like that.
Yes, and we talked to it, and we talked and talked and talked, and I just got a shiver, and I looked over there, and I just felt somebody push me down. Like, yeah,
Oh, physically.
yes. Yeah,
Wow.
nervous.
That's interesting.
Yes,
Is that the only time you ever had something happen to you? Or
yes. That's the only time.
I think one time is really all you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
You know, the
yes.
whole family. How
I
about
wish I
you?
could say one experience was enough for me, but
Oh, I have all kinds of ghost stories.
I know you do because I've been to your house.
So I've had more than just at my house in Akron. Growing up, there's a cemetery that I would go visit, and we would
Mhm.
have little experiences, nothing major. And one day I decided, because we're teenagers do wild things, right? We go back to that.
Mhm.
My friends actually, they talked me into going down, and this is Yorksville. And I was like, okay, we'll go. So we all piled in the car. We go down. We all walk up to the cemetery, and it's a long walk up there. You can't just drive up there. You have to walk.
Right.
So it takes us about 20, 30 minutes to get there walking.
Now, before you go any further, this was in Akron, right?
This was actually in York, Ohio.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yep.
okay. Because I was trying to
So
pinpoint what cemetery.
yeah, it's well, I don't want to give away the location because they don't want vandals there.
Right,
So
right. Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera.
yeah. So it's a really good cemetery to go to. The experience that we had was it was very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told my friends, this is what sparked them to want to go and check it out, was that I told them about this cross that stood in the center of the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And if you walk around the cemetery and then you turn around and look back, it'll link to one side or the other. And then if you go back to doing something else and you look back again, it's standing straight up. And that there was a tombstone that has stairs that go under it. So they're like, oh yeah, we got to go check this out. We got to go check this out. And we get there. We walk 30 minutes to get to the cemetery. And they were like, oh, nothing's happening. Then all of a sudden they started hearing the knocking. Like I explained to them, the knocking, the cross going to one side or the other. And then they start running from the cemetery because it spooked them so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't spook me, and I thought it was funny. Because I've been there many times. I've heard it, I've seen it, I've been there. So we get back to the car, and we get ready to take off, and we come to a light.
Mm-hmm.
And the friend next to me looks at me and says, man, that dude in that car at the light is hot.
Mm-hmm.
The light, and my friend is like, all of a sudden I heard the car rev up. I was like, oh my gosh, go, 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 go. The guy's coming for us, go.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw the car go underneath a parked truck trying to miss hitting us, pull back out and start chasing us again. We get to a certain point down the road because we're speeding, trying to get away from him.
Dolly,
We turn around like, yeah.
is this why would he do that?
I have no idea. I have no idea why this person did it, but we thought for sure it was a ghost. And the lady that was also following behind us and got the license plate says the dude just literally disappeared into the air.
Wow.
And the cops could not find him because she gave us the license plate number. She stopped us. So my friends will never go back to that cemetery again, ever.
That's crazy.
That is what?
Yeah, you gotta, because I'm gonna be going up there. I think next summer we're gonna be making our way back up there to Akron or Ohio, period, and we'll get with you and find out where that cemetery is.
Absolutely.
And
about 6 hours away.
and Dolly, so so where did he went? Is he passed away? Did he confused?
He was a
Wow.
ghost.
He was a ghost.
He was a ghost that chased us.
They got chased by an apparition, is what she's saying.
Yes.
That's crazy. And a funny thing is, I've heard of it happening to people. That's something I can't disprove because it's happened to so.
Excuse me, Ed. Why did I get pushed?
Right.
I'm confused. Why did I get?
I think it has to do with territory.
It could
Possibly.
be in a very territorial.
Right. Very territorial. And so they pushed you away to keep you away from their territory. They're very territorial.
Or
And
children sometimes will give somebody a push to get their
Yes.
attention. It could be that. It could be, a number of things.
Right.
And so after that, I was telling them to turn on the lights, and we actually did, and everything was fine. And once I got home, once I fell asleep, I got scared. Yes, never ever go back there again. And she actually moved out of that house finally.
Well, that might have been a good thing,
Yes.
but sometimes spirits can follow you. So even if you move, they can
So
follow
the
Times.
spirits didn't follow me. We told them to not follow me. We told them yes.
Yeah, Dolly, I'm definitely gonna hook up with you. You know that's gonna happen. So-
Right. I've got places where I went to, like Crybaby's Bridge. I
Molly,
went to
can
Crybaby's
we
Bridge.
hook up
I've
too?
had experiences
Yeah.
in the house. in
Can I hook
Akron.
up with her? What's her channel?
Dolls Dolly is the name of her channel. Hey Dolly,
Yep.
put your channel link in, and that way she can check you out. If
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
see that coin right there, that's what she does. If you love
Yeah, Eddie.
uh-huh.
I found out about in 92, 93 where I seen the Indian spirit. I
Mhm.
found out from my late mom that it was an Indian graveyard, but some of the bodies was left there because the county could not find the
Dolly?
family.
Dolly.
Gotcha.
What's
And,
your channel?
smoke weed
Sorry.
every day. Hey, smoke weed every day. Hey, I'd love to have you here. No caps. Please, no caps. Nightbot is watching for the caps. Hooking Good Creations. So glad to see you, Tina. Would y'all like to have a small spirit box session? And Lou, I really want you for the spirit box session.
Sure, absolutely.
And Lou Rock, you still there? Or did you fall asleep on me? Don't you fall asleep on me, Lou Rock. He probably went to the restroom. I'll tell you what.
You probably went to get some mac and cheese.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if you put some spam in it. I'm on it. Hey, when you ain't got no money, you eat whatever you can. Believe me.
Exactly.
I chop some spam in that bad boy, and that's a wrap. That's a meal, buddy. You can believe that.
Bam.
So yeah, chop some spam up in that
You need to go hang out with Cab 7. He liked that spam too.
So I am going to set this up here as soon as my laptop wants to. Here we go. We get this.
Are you using
Channel.
that what's it called again?
Phasma box.
Computer.
Yeah, Phasma box.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yep, I am using the Phasma box. Corey said, "Love the spirit box session." So we're gonna get this one started. I love hearing y'all's ghost stories. I really do because
First time ever getting
some might not have had experiences. Then there's some that does, and they love to share them, and I love hearing them. So Hannah Trekkie says spam rocks. Yes, it does. Pearly May said, I'm going to bed. Talk to you later. Good night, all. Have a good night, Pearly May. Thank you so much for coming in. And keep being wonderful because you all really are. I really appreciate you being here.
Ghost Dog misspelled that second word. The second word is
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
told
you can
Tina.
spell it S-U-C-K-S. Not S-U-C-K-S, okay? Get it right.
Got it. I followed you.
And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I wonder which one do I want to use. I guess I can use the one I've been using before. This one. Where is it? Where are you? There you are.
So is this gonna come directly through the desktop or is it gonna come over your mic?
It's gonna. That's what she said. No, it's going. It's gonna
I
come
deserve that
straight
one.
from the. Yeah, it's gonna come straight from my laptop. So,
Oh.
and I got a speaker right over here by the Yeti. So you might hear a loud, maybe not.
Oh, so you're not screen sharing it, is what I'm saying. Like you're
No.
not gonna. Okay.
So I'm not gonna screen share it. I want it to just come straight through. And let me
So
get
if
this
we
set
hear a
up.
human voice say "F you, boomer," it's most likely Jen, not.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. Let me turn it on.
Was it on, right? Why would it be on?
I haven't used that in about 5-6 years now.
Why is it not
Because I haven't used it since who was it passed
Oh,
away recently. I did a live stream with them. And we were both using them. The one from the UK there. What was her name? She passed away a couple years ago.
If any spirits
Maria
decide
something.
we appreciate you for being here. We mean no disrespect to you. We're calling on you out of love and light.
Oh, okay.
And I don't mind you being here, just as long as you respect us. I'm gonna plug in the other one. Let me see. For some odd reason this doesn't want to come on. There. So let's give it a shot. No disrespect to you at all. And we only want the positive spirits to come through. Gotta be positive.
Hey, Fallon, how are you?
Hi, bestie. Bestie.
Fallen.
Hey, Fallen, how are you doing?
You can come up.
Yeah, Fallen, if you want to come up,
Hi,
you more-
Fallen.
you are more than welcome to come up. Who are we talking with tonight? Can you give us a name or?
Did they just say name?
Oh, you said Eddie.
I thought they were mocking Eddie and said name. Name? You want my name?
Who's here with us?
It was like.
Yes, Eddie. Can I have a name, please? Big Jim?
Digital media. That would be.
You shouting. I'm not shouting. Yes, spirits. Susan said blessings to you. Yes. Blessings. Corey said, I heard seriously.
Please, you are.
Can I get a name, please? We all have. Yeah,
I
but can
hear
I get
Jamal.
your name?
Hi, everybody.
Not like they said Jamal. I can't really hear it that well. but-
I not heard, hey, everybody. And I heard.
Tell me what you heard, spirits. What did you hear? You know, spirits, I don't want to talk over you, so I'll shut up for a little bit, but I just need to know a name. I would really love to have your
She
name.
really is.
What is your name?
Keyword.
A keyword.
What key word? Can you hear it now, Susan? Let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear this okay?
Yes, I
I
can.
hear you guys fine. I
Yeah.
just can't make out what.
Yeah, like,
The spirit said I do.
Is it too bright in here for you, spirits? You want me to turn the light down? Is it too much light? Let me
They
know.
don't necessarily have to be right there to communicate to that. I mean, they could be communicating to it from the other side for all we know. So the light may not even be a factor.
True. How's that? Is that better? The light is, because I think the brighter the light, it's like it burns, you know.
I mean, I get mixed stories on it all the time because spirits here, most of them aren't bothered by the light. They're just as active, you know, during the day and when I got the lights on, as they are at night or with the lights off. You know, there's some that shy away from light, but I don't think it's a common practice or a regular thing for them. I don't know.
Hey, K-Dog.
Hey, K-Dog, what's good with you?
Who's K-Dog?
We've known K-Dog for a while. Yeah, we're back, K-Dog. We're
Been a
back
minute.
doing this every Sunday.
You still in the new house, K-Dog?
And if anybody has
Any clients here?
please hit that like button. We appreciate it. If
Did
you're
they
new to
say
the channel-
any plans?
Yeah, I heard the same thing. Got any plans?
Like they were asking any plans?
Yes, I do have plans.
I heard that. Yeah.
I have plans on going to work in the morning.
I got no plans.
where do you work, Eddie?
Where do I work? DoorDash.
No day. My niece does that when she's not doing her regular job as a home care provider. She likes it.
Bruno? Where's your ghost?
Who?
Where's your ghost?
My spirits are all over the place.
I don't see them.
No. 9 residential spirits here, usually at any one given time. I've only spoken to 5 of the 9 that I've sent here. So. They come and go whenever they want.
Oh yeah.
Was that a child that came in?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
My
Is there
chair.
any kids in here?
Oh, they.
Obey who?
Right? I heard that one loud and clear. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, this ain't the South now, boy.
Well, you are. I ain't.
Well, great.
Yeah, this isn't the 1800s, Bubba.
That's right, boy. You ain't too far from where I is. Spirits, you know, just have
Dolly. Dolly,
Yes.
what
Please
is
check this
that?
out.
What's that coin and what's that on your platform there? That's interesting.
Oh, that Iron Maiden plaque?
Yes.
Oh, those are silver coins.
Spirits, hold on. Give us a timeout for a second. Okay, you can go ahead and explain it, Dolly.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said.
Oh, no, you can go ahead and tell her what that coin was.
Oh yeah, I sell silver coins. I do more than just silver coins, you guys. So, but these are 1 ounce, 3/9 fine. I do them here on YouTube, but I also do it on Whatnot. Different
Cool.
coins, like Baby Yoda.
Dang.
Yeah, that's what love that Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie, I forgot to tell you guys. This one day, me, my mom, and husband went to this restaurant where my friend used to work at. And I was in the back helping her, and she went out into where the tables were for the customers, and all of a sudden, I heard my name, and nobody was in the back.
Really?
And then up and down my neck, I had a
Oh my
shiver,
God.
and that kind of scared the crap out of me.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, we're gonna go back into the spirit box. The spirits, I meant no disrespect. I apologize. I'm back. I'll let you go ahead and speak. I will speak very less, if that makes any sense. I just want to know who's talking, who we're gonna be talking to. I need a name. Can you tell me your name? Don't be mad at us.
Oh, if I ever get out that way, K-Dog, be a long time. I'd have to skirt around the outskirts because I don't think I'm allowed inside Indiana Central anymore. I pretty much exhausted my welcome in Indiana, so.
Oh, hey, you live in a former church. That's
know,
cool,
right?
man. Spirits, what do you think of K-Dog living in a former church? Keyword is cool, right? You want to live there. Yes, he wants to live there, otherwise he wouldn't be remodeling there. What did you think, spirits? Think that's cool? Should we live in a church?
Let me just.
Oh, you're in Oklahoma now. Okay. Works for me. I ain't never been to Oklahoma.
Mr. said, need coffee, be right back. I hear you. Wow, not too far from us. Oklahoma's what, 8 hours from where we are?
Yeah, that's right where those songs. I mean,
John's
John,
in Amarillo.
John the paranormal guy, he's right there. Well,
Eddie, when are you gonna come to Ohio to do these hunts, ghost hunting?
We are planning on coming back next year, next summer. We're trying to, because we still got family there. We don't have no
Oh.
family here.
If you keep going for another 6 hours further east, you should run right into me.
You know what? I'm gonna try to hold you to that because I told Cap 7 I want to come his way too.
I always wanted to go to Gettysburg, so I've never
Yeah,
been.
and we want to.
God,
Eddie,
guys.
have you been to the Mansfield? It's a prison.
No, but we've been invited to go there. We went to Moundsville in West Virginia. And that's all, we have a video of that. I've done a few places in Akron too. I've done Portage Lakes, Summit Lake, the canal right there,
And more.
Akron Civic Theater,
Ollie's house.
Dolly's house.
Yep.
You know, so I've done some places in Akron, Bettis Cemetery.
The
Flint-
scariest place I ever visited in Ohio was the Cincinnati bus station.
Oh, you know what? I've been wanting to go there, Cincinnati bus station. I heard a lot about that.
It's like I think it was Cincinnati. There was 2 layovers, but going from New York to Indiana by Greyhound. There's 2 layovers in Ohio, and one of them Cincinnati, and the other one I can't remember. But one of those places, oh my God, it was. I mean, I've seen slummy looking places, but that place we were laid over at for 3.5 hours was like the worst. Like it was nasty.
Corey said, I want to meet you and Jen when you come to Akron so bad. You guys are awesome. Hey, Corey, thank you. You are awesome. And we want to meet you too.
I want to meet you too.
Yeah, we're going to try to have a meet and greet when we do come up there.
Mhm.
And that way you can actually meet us. Of course, I'm going to film it. And Christina said, Danny and I went to Gettysburg. Great place. I bet it is.
I want to go so bad.
I want to go, yes, so bad. K-Dog said, I lost everything in the fire in my apartment complex and used my insurance money to buy this church in Oklahoma. I believe it is haunted.
Man, that's
Ooh.
not awesome, man.
And it probably, and if, you know, by you remodeling it, you can stir things up.
Yeah, especially because it's a church.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well,
I'm
guys,
worried about it.
I have
Most likely it's a
to,
bunch of dead nuns. They ain't gonna fuck with you.
I used to tell Jen, she used to hate when I make fun of pastors. Because I told Jen I was going to be a reverend one day. And I told her, I first met God in 1929. I was walking down the street in a tuna fish sandwich. Well, in 1929.
Wait, Eddie, have you meet God before?
Have I met God
No one's
before?
met God.
No. Do I believe in God? I believe in the universe. If
I
that
believe in
means
a higher power.
I believe that there is a higher power.
I believe there's more than one God.
Right. But we create our universe. So we're part creator. If God's one and we're the other, and we create our universe. That's what I believe.
I was gonna give you the name of that guy. And I forgot all about it. And I forgot.
That's awesome, K-Dog.
Look, you know, oh, I'm turning my place into a haunted bed and breakfast hotel, actually. Man, that's cool. And you know what? Once we get more popular, we might even become a
I'm Matt.
More
Yes,
popular.
I was on Zoom.
How much more popular do you want to be?
no, just to where, you know, I don't
You're
really
like a
know.
YouTube sensation, man.
I wish I mean, because you got so many, some people on here that's at like 25, 30,000 subscribers. We barely scraped 2,000, you know.
The guy's channel I was talking about on Instagram,
Mhm.
It's at Morgue Official. Morgue. He's the guy that, I mean, he explains things from like what the real old story is, and
Right.
compares it to what it has come to what we know today and stuff. Like
Mhm.
and he has like images of the scriptures behind him on the, you know, on green screen behind him and stuff, and he explains it like the very way I always thought of it myself. Yeah, check him out on Instagram.
We'll take that up.
I mean, if you're look, if you're a diehard Christian or diehard Catholic or anything, I wouldn't recommend, you know, checking this guy out because he's just gonna totally F up your
Right.
whole Christianity beliefs, which I
Right.
never in my whole life ever had that Christianity belief. Okay.
Mhm.
I always thought the Bible was a compilation of half truths and contradictions. So
Yeah, you
what
know
this
what?
guy says makes sense to me. So I think Eddie would like, I don't know if Jan would appreciate it much, but Eddie, I think you should give this guy a listen. And
Corey, have a great night. Thank you so much, man, for being here. But you know what? You're right, Boomer. That's something I've always said. I tell people that the Bible is a great learning tool to, you know, to get to know it, you know, and to teach you. You know, it's a good teaching tool, you
it's a
know,
good
but you don't have to
guide
go to
to
church
how to
all,
be. Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, that whole treating your fellow man, you know,
right,
equally, stuff like that. You know, it's a guide. That's what I mean, and that's what it should be. It's like
right. It's
just
just a
like
guy.
any other. I always ask people this. I was like, what makes the Bible any more real than, say, a Harry Potter novel? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's
Right.
like, because when Harry Potter first came out, and I was in Indiana when the first one came out, and a woman on the bus was talking about how they were being boycotted and the Christians were trying to keep the movies from being played and stuff like that. And it's like,
Hmm.
these are Christian people who believe wholeheartedly in the Bible, and there's more uh describing of magic and stuff in the Bible than there ever. You know, it was like, how can you believe in the Bible and not believe in this story? Like,
Right.
you're being contradicted, you know? Like,
I agree.
this
I think
guy, I mean, this guy just speaks what I believe to be truth.
Right.
Like,
And
you
that's one of
know,
the reasons why I stay away from religion and
yep,
politics.
because
yep,
everybody's different. You know?
Everybody's got their own ideas.
yeah.
And I rock with you on whatever you believe. Whatever you think, I rock with you on it. Even if I don't believe that or I don't think that way, I say,
Yeah,
Oh, wow, Peter.
everybody has the right to their own beliefs.
right.
You know, that's free will, you know?
K-Dog said, you won't recognize me, by the way. I lost 128 pounds. I look totally different. That's where you're wrong, K-Dog.
Good going,
Somebody,
bro.
now I know where that 128 pounds came from. It's in the back seat of my car. I'll give it back to you. I'll mail it to you. No, I'm playing with you, man.
Yeah, people that haven't seen me in a while didn't recognize me at first either because I've lost quite a bit of weight too.
I wish I could say that. I
Might
gained
not for the
this
same
woman.
reasons K Dog has, but
Yeah, thanks to this woman, I gained weight. Now, if she start cooking
yeah,
some bad food, then I can start losing some.
I suddenly like just started losing weight, like just, and I don't, you know, I don't exercise. I don't. Well, I eat right now because of a recent discovery. I eat better. Let's just say that. I eat a
Right.
little bit better now. By cutting out processed sugars and shit like that. But for some reason, like over the span of the last 3 or 4 years, I just been shedding weight like crazy. And I went from 243 pounds in 2022 to 170 pounds the last time I was weighed at the VA.
Damn.
I lost over 70 pounds.
I
in
can't
that
lose
time.
5
Just
pounds.
like, and all I do is lay around, watch TV. You know, it's the most exercise I get
Mhm.
is going up and down the stairs 3 or 4 times a day to get something to eat, or if I have to walk to the Dollar General, which is a few blocks away. That's, I mean, and so
We live at Dollar General.
it's crazy. And pretty much, yeah.
Every day, because I DoorDash, and I'm always at Dollar General shopping for somebody. I'm
Oh,
so good at
really?
shopping at Dollar General. When people come in looking for something, I can tell them where it's at.
Everybody I know that does DoorDash around here, everybody orders from Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't have DoorDash in Walmart no more.
Yeah, we don't have it here no Walmart anymore because
Oh,
too
really?
many people was stealing from the customers. They ruined it.
Oh, they were doing that at several different ones.
Yep, it's a shame. They just
They
ruined
were
it.
price gouging and charging people
Yep.
like $1 more per item on certain items and things like that. Where they have to punch in a code, that's where they do it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They punch in the code rather than scanning it. They're punching in a code that adds a few more cents or $1 up to $1 on an item.
Right.
And then what they do is when they count their drawers later, they pocket that shit.
Christina, have a good night. Thank you so much for coming in. We love you. And please come back anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime.
see how you are, Christina?
I'm home. And Lubak, are you still here? Because I see his name.
I think he's taking a nap.
His mic is off. But I don't know if he went to bed and forgot.
Darn stupid auto correct
But
didn't.
I'm gonna do a little bit more of a spirit box just to see who else is gonna come through, and then we're gonna call that one a night. Spirits, again, I'm sorry. I know you get tired of me saying it because you think after a while I'm a sorry MF. But it's all good. So I just want
everybody does.
So let's try this again, spirits. Come on through for us. Hopefully you can give us a name. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
And sometimes you want to go where nobody knows you.
Fallen Angel, welcome back.
I'll take that any day.
I used to get that crap all the time, every time because you all know what my real first name is, right?
Yeah, you told me.
So that was the thing my whole life. Anytime I walked in, it was cheers all over again. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, man.
Hey, Ed, did he just say, hey, Ed?
Hey, Ed. I live by Sacred Heart in Kanawha, Oklahoma. Sacred Heart was a church that was actually on Ghost Adventures. It was the school an orphanage that burned to the ground with everybody in it, all the kids. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that story. That's a very interesting story.
I'm sorry to hear
That's
that.
the house he bought. That's the church bought.
Oh, I heard about that too. Yeah.
Spirits, you know about that house that K-Dog's living in Oklahoma? If you know about it, mention something.
So you live in that church that's right by that school that burned down? I wouldn't even I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't live that close to
No, I think he lives in the actual building.
No, his is a converted church. He's talking about the school building.
Oh, the school, okay.
Nearby that Ghost Adventures did a episode on. I think I missed that because I stopped watching Ghost Adventures after like the 3rd episode, I think. Because they suck. So
yeah.
But yeah, I remember hearing it. An hour away from
Goatsmeat Bridge.
How many friggin' states have a bridge called Goatsman's Bridge? There's one in Indiana. That's Goat Boy Bridge.
There's one here in Texas,
Several
Goatsmeat Bridge.
Where?
Uh,
Explain.
somewhere down near Dallas. What the Paranormal, Amy, we love Amy. She changed her channel name. They're called Conversations with the Curious, but they went there.
Mhm.
To that one here.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing them go there. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Is that Boomer? No. That's Boomer's alter ego. Croomer.
Well, Spirits, you got anything else you'd like to say?
Keep it simple.
Make it simple, yes.
Make it simple. Is that a knock on me, Spirit?
Ghost Dog said, I want to live
I used to live next to a funeral home. That was a fun experience.
Good night, Suzanne.
That's too morbid for
Hi,
me.
Susan.
Susan, I love it. Have a good night, Susan. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, put your channel link in. Put
I
your
live
channel
in the
link in
actual
so that
church
people can
that
come by
was
and check you
next
out,
to
Susan.
the orphanage. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Many
I
people.
converted it.
You get that, Susan?
That bad
Eight
service.
rooms and 10
It's a bad
acres of
service.
land. Awesome.
Am
Now-
I getting bad service, Spirits? Because I keep cutting you off.
Is the old orphanage building within that 10 acres of land, or because that could lead to provocations?
That's called reply.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard?
Something about smoking pot.
Slow down.
Oh no, okay. It sounded to me like they said that effer lied. That's what I thought I heard. I thought they were saying that fucker lies. Yes, I do. Not about the important shit.
Thank you, Susan. There's Susan's link. If anybody don't have her, go by check her out. She does some great investigations at her house.
Real house thing.
Her house is haunted. Just like Doll's Dolly. Her house is haunted.
Yep, it sure is.
I think by now at this point, every friggin' house in the world is haunted.
Yep.
I think about it. You know, think about all the wars that happened, all the home deaths, all the tragedies, people
Mhm.
dying from
COVID.
well, COVID and natural disasters, you know,
Mhm.
floods, earthquakes, tornadoes. Like there can't be an inch of land that somebody hadn't died on by now. You know what I'm saying? So, I think everywhere you go is haunted. Some people just notice it more than
Those
others.
dog wants to live in a funeral home. I want to live in a schoolhouse.
Yes. I would like to convert an old school into a home.
I think that'd be cool.
I got to
I'd like to
spend
be
when I
able
was
to live
growing up.
anywhere but here.
I was
But
going to church because religious family, and my aunt Sandy was a pastor at a church that was a schoolhouse, and I stay in there overnight. It was scary though.
Oh, I bet it was. Spirits, I'll let you go. I'll go ahead and close it down for you.
isn't this the app you were using a few years ago when somebody blurted out the N word
Yes.
during one of your live streams? I think I was on the panel on that one too.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I was like, oh shit, really?
Yes. That's why I made the statement. Whatever you were in life, you're gonna be the same in death. So if you were mean and hateful in life, you're still gonna be the same in death.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. Ain't that right, Spirits? Nothing changed with you, has it?
Until you go into the light.
Yep, you just don't want to go into that light. It's too bright. It's burning you, ain't it? know.
Did he just say, who am I talking to?
Yeah, that's like real creepy. Like,
Who am I talking to?
I'm Ed. This is my wife
His
Jen.
boyfriend.
Who are you?
Did you just say you kidding me?
If I was kidding you, I would tell you a horse walks into the bar, bartender asks, why long face?
Okay.
See, they obviously see how I'm sorry, spirits, I'm here all week.
Excuse me. Was the church ever actually a part of that orphanage at all?
Halo says,
Or is
sorry
it
for talking
separate?
so much.
It's possible.
It's just
Yeah,
been a
from-
while since I've talked to friends from YouTube. I was doing horrible until I moved here, and now I'm doing wonderful. You know what? I'm gonna touch on that. Spirits, I'm gonna let you go. You cannot stay in this house, or you'll have to pay rent. And I need my money just like a hog needs slop. I appreciate you for being here, but it's time to go. You have a great night. God bless you. Stay blessed.
Thank you, spirits.
You know what, K-Dog? Sometimes it takes change of location, which is what I and Jen did. We moved, and it all depends on your environment. And if you want to better yourself, you change your environment. That's the best way to start. You going to bed? Oh, okay. That's the best way to start. You change your environment. And then it's sometimes like for us, it works out for the better because it did for us. It worked out better.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes your family, being around your family, because sometimes can be, it's like your worst enemy, you know. And so I tend to love from a distance and we get along better. But it's just me. I'm not saying everybody, just me. But my thing, for me, it worked. You know, so
Yeah.
I can only speak for myself. But K-Dog, I'm telling you, that might have been what you needed to do. Good things should happen to you. K-Dog says skeleton walks into a bar and asks for a beer and a mop. I caught that. Hooking Good Cemeteries, thank you so much for coming in. You said good night. Oh, Hooking Good Creations. I said cemeteries. I'm sorry, it's Tina. I didn't mean to butcher your name like that. Have a great night. Haunted Truckee said, I don't want to leave. You don't have to leave. But we're not going to stay. So, yeah, I mean, that was just my thing, though. You know, when we moved down here to San Antonio, for us, that was probably the right thing to do. Because sometimes your family is not your biggest influence. You know, our families always try to tear us apart from each other, you know, because race played a lot, you know, and unfortunately, members of our family, both sides, still play that and can't get mad at them because some of them, that's just how they were brought up, you know. And so to deviate that problem, we got away. And now our life's been better since. You know, so you
Not
just can't
So
change.
it's just you and the boys there now?
Huh?
So it's just you guys and the boys in San Antonio now?
Yep. Jen has an aunt down here, but that's it. She has,
okay.
we have no other person down here on her side or my side. Her aunt's been here for over 30 something years.
Oh yeah.
And she was the one that told us we should come down here. So we did.
Alright.
You know, I talked about it, going back up north probably within the next 2 or 3 years, going up to like maybe Southern Ohio, not necessarily in Akron or Youngstown.
Come to upstate New York. We got snow for you up here.
Yeah, we were thinking about going where Heather is, Lady Swan, down around her block, around her neck of the woods. Because we was gonna do that when Ghost Dog or Ghost Mafia was alive too. Because he always kept telling us, man, y'all gotta come here, gotta come here. And we fell in love with it down there because the history down there, man, was like something else. They're right on the border of West Virginia. And so we got a chance to go to West Virginia, and I did like 2 videos with Ghost Mafia down there. So we had a blast when we were there.
Yeah, I wish you could have been with them when
That family reunion. Yes.
when we all went to Gettysburg.
Yep. I put that in that memorial film. I put that little snippet of that in there. So you're in that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep, you're in that snippet. Blue Rock's mom, Mama Rock, she's in it. What's her name? Lives in Colorado.
Aniki?
Yeah, Aniki.
Aniki.
Yep, Aniki, she's in it.
Yep.
So and Fireman is in it too, I believe. I wanted to catch all of them.
The Fireman and Janice are the ones that picked me up to take me down.
And Little Red was in it.
Little Red, yeah, and who the hell was the other guy?
What's her name? She was a trucker, Mother Trucker.
Oh yeah.
Mother Trucker.
Something Mother Trucker. Yeah, she's the one that went down to New Jersey to do a little investigation at her house.
Miss Donna, how are you doing?
What happened to a wrench?
Yeah, because I'm just not coming back. So her wrench was gone, but now it's back. I got your wrench back for you, Miss Donna Cantor. Glad to have you here. Just sub you, K-Dog. That's what I'm talking about, Haunted Trucking. And yeah, K-Dog got a channel. So you know what? We got to do the same thing. And I'm going to go by. We got you too, K-Dog, now. So I'm going to go by later today. I'm going to keep your channel up because when I'm there, I'm going to go by and check out a couple of your videos while I'm editing this one. I'm just doing good.
Yep, mine's still there.
Donna says she's doing
YouTube
good.
likes taking wrenches away for no reason.
I know. That's why I had to put them back.
Yeah, I can't count the number of times I've had to re-wrench a whole bunch of people just because for whatever odd reason they lose them. It's weird.
Yeah, I was hoping Lou Rock was coming back. I think he forgot about us.
I think he fell asleep.
I think he did too. He dozed
He
off.
wanted to come back, but he had to get high.
Yep.
We had to get high.
Thought I was gonna go on, then I got high.
I was gonna go hunt some ghosts, but I
got high. Now I'm sitting here all alone. Don't know why. Hey, because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. That's okay. I still love you, Lou Rock. I'll remind you about this though. This video will be up. You fall asleep with me again. That's somebody I do want to hook up with one day, though, is Lou Rock. I really do. And that's why he left the paranormal, though. Him and John, same thing. As a matter of fact, Text from Porch, he just went live.
I think with John, he just discovered it was more lucrative to do the storm chasing stuff than the ghost stuff. So
yes, that's why he left the paranormal.
Well, he had some very
he had some horrible friends though.
in the
Oh
paranormal.
man, they were dogging him out.
And
it just made him.
Influence
Yeah,
him not to do paranormal.
yeah. So he just said, forget it. And now he's doing storm chasing, and he met better friends.
Yeah. I stopped like getting like hands-on involved. One of the reasons is the same reason why I stopped doing YouTube at first is all the controversy, the drama, and all that bullshit that comes along with the paranormal community. I didn't want to, I had to get out of that scene, because I don't like rabbit holes. And when
Right.
you get involved with people like that, it's just one big rabbit hole. And another, it started affecting my physical health.
Mhm.
That's why I got rid of all my social medias.
I don't do the medium thing
Mhm.
deliberately anymore. Like
Yeah.
I haven't done a session with anybody
Well,
since
since what happened has happened now with Trump being back in the presidency. Like I said earlier, congratulations to President Trump. But a lot of people that have hatred for especially interracial couples are coming back on us again. Jen had to get rid of her social media because of it.
I couldn't take it, the drama and the hate and the political.
I
I
mean,
just can't. I
it's
can't.
just ridiculous. I mean, we're in the 21st century here, it's
Yep.
2024. Like all that shit should have been squashed,
Yeah, I doubted Jen because I
They're
kept telling
still
her,
playing the black card, but yet they're still like, they're trying to use both sides of the coin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, just.
I didn't care who won. They're all the same.
Right. Because I didn't care who won.
They're all
I
the
really
same.
didn't
Right.
care. To me, I mean, they're politics. They're politicians.
Yeah.
That's how I look at them. And
Like I said,
I'll do them.
except
I haven't
Trump's not.
I haven't voted since
Oh, yeah, no.
the first Bush administration. Because after that, it didn't matter who fucking won. They were all screwing shit up. Okay?
Right.
It's like you're picking, the lesser evil. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
It's like I just wash my hands in all of it, and what happens happens. Because I mean, they both have valid points in a lot of areas, but the bad outweighs the good on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I don't even mess with it because it is what it is. That's all I'll say. It is what it is. We're only here till we're not here anymore.
Ain't that
We
the
gotta
truth?
put up with it until that final day.
I'm gonna put a link in here. This link is for Tech's Front Porch. We're gonna be on there tomorrow. He's doing an interview with us,
Oh,
and he's live right now. And Tex is a good man. That man's got a good heart. We love Tex. The boys love Tex.
Yep, we met him at the YouTube.
We met him at the YouTube.
family or whatever.
Yeah, at the
reunion.
YouTube family reunion
Paracon.
and the Paracon. We met him twice.
Yeah.
And the man's genuine. He's just like us, man. He is a wonderful man, and he talks. If you love stories about cryptids and Bigfoot, that's what he does.
Okay, cool.
And then he'll bring.
I don't really get into cryptids much,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh yeah, he
He
does.
brings anybody on.
Yeah,
that
he brings a lot of
does,
people on. Whether it's paranormal or cryptids or anything like that, he'll bring you on, and that's his link right there. Because we're gonna be on there tomorrow.
he just got boomerized, so
All right, because we're gonna be on there tomorrow, and I'm gonna go and we're gonna get ready to shut this down. I'm gonna go raid him. So I want to go by
right.
give him some love. I also want to give you guys some love. Becky, how are you doing?
Becky.
You come in right when we're leaving.
Becky.
Oh.
Oh, she changed her name again.
You come in right when we're leaving. But you know what? I got your wrench there, Becky. We're gonna be back again next Sunday between 7 and 7:30, between
This
7
time.
and 8. Put it like that.
Well, I'm gonna say much love to you and yours, and keep it real, and let you do your whole closing thing.
Yes, and thank you
Thanks a lot
so
again,
much.
Ed, Jen. Good seeing you again.
It's good seeing you, Boomer D.
Good night,
And
Boom.
Boomer, put your link in for D Live. That way they can come by and check you out. And Dolly, thank you so much
My
for
link is in my YouTube channel, so they can go to my YouTube channel and get the link there.
Okay, yeah, and he's got a YouTube channel also. So, go by, check out Boomer D. Also check out Dolly, especially if you love live auctions and coins.
She does more than coins.
And
She
she
does
does more than
jewelry,
coins.
toys,
Mhm.
and then she does paranormal.
And she
stuff.
also does paranormal on the side.
She got some
So
awesome videos.
yes, make sure you go by check her out. Thank you, Noelle, for being here. If you're still here, we appreciate you. Lou, there you are.
Did you fall asleep?
Did you fall
There
asleep?
he is.
We did a spirit box session. I really wanted you at the spirit box session.
You
and
did a spirit box session?
Yes,
And you fell asleep?
and you fell asleep. Wow.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Yeah, no, I fell asleep.
I know you did. Okay,
Oh.
before you leave, let's do one small spirit box session with you here.
All right.
Okay?
Sorry I fell asleep. I've been working hard on my room and stuff. And
So we're not leaving yet, everybody. We're gonna get this started again as a small spirit box session. So spirits, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just want to talk to you one more time, if I may. I really appreciate you. Just give me this one last chance. Sorry about that. Okay, there's that. And whenever you're ready, spirits, please forgive me. What I'm using, Lou, is called Phasma Box. Phasma Box is it's almost like
Your box.
the SB7, except it does.
I believe I purchased it once, and I think it was so hard to use, I never used it.
Really? It's
Is it
easy.
the one that has all kinds of like inputs and crazy stuff to it?
Mm,
No, this one does.
No,
I'm gonna let you
maybe I'm confusing it with a different one.
spirits. I want you to speak to Lou Rock. Can you speak to Lou? This is my good friend. You've heard me talk about him a couple times. Lou. You heard me talk about him a couple times. Here he is. Becky Boo Boo says, hi, Lou.
Hi, Cobra.
I'm gonna let you speak, spirits. I won't say less. I'm not gonna stay on. I'm gonna shut down eventually, spirit. So if you want to talk to us,
You have to, we first started. Beta. Beautiful word.
can you say hi to Lou Rock? Say it one more time. One more time. Try to speak.
Sounding like my brother, kind of.
Did you have a brother that passed away?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
I did a spirit box. What was it? We did a spirit box when we first came back. Was it when we first came back?
Go to this here, Lou.
Is this Lou Rock's brother? Spirits, remember I talked about Lou Rock
partner.
and someone said you're his brother. I didn't know Lou Rock had passed away. I thought it was Just spit not
Yeah,
word.
my little brother passed away this year.
Well, Lou Rock is right here. This is why I brought him. I was glad he came.
It happened.
Can you say hi to him again? For me, please? So I don't look like a liar.
The two.
Just say hello, Lou. I won't speak. I'll try not to anyway. Maybe we should call. That spirit was being sarcastic.
See what happened.
What happened? Oh my gosh. I don't even think he knows how he died. It was really sudden and
I. We're alone.
I don't know, man. You'd have to tell me what happened. What were you doing that night?
Feel free to come through. Go ahead. It's okay.
The week that my brother passed away, he was telling me that week. We were talking on the phone. He says that he figured out God's real name.
Really?
And yeah, and he's like, I can't believe I didn't figure it out earlier, but I know God's real name. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I know it. He's like, I figured it out. He's like, I can't say it, but I know what it is. And I can't believe I didn't figure it out earlier. And that week he died.
Wow. Wow.
It was strange. Dream?
Bring treats.
Dreams.
Did that say dreams?
Yes. It
Yeah.
brings dreams.
What do you know about dreams, spirits?
Right at the summer. Spring.
It hurts.
It hurts, yeah.
How they get away with that?
How did they get away with it? Yeah, how did they get away with that, spirits? Can you tell me? See, some of these spirits, I think, is talking like in a loop. It's residual.
It's what.
It's what? And they don't finish. Well, spirits, I'll go on ahead and I'll leave you be this time. You know, we're going to talk to you later in the week. I acknowledge.
Interesting.
We'll be talking to you. We'll be talking to you again later in the week. Okay, spirits?
People.
Those people. Which people?
Yeah, which people?
That's his freaking voice.
That's why I wanted you on here. Because I didn't know you had a brother that passed away. And we was getting all kinds of conversations. And that's when I was like, because I was like, this is I need to do.
I swear that's his voice. My brother, he had a child pass away on him. And it was such a traumatic experience. It was like,
Says that your brother wants you to pay attention to your dreams.
well, I pay attention to the dreams. It's just they're strange. They're hard to decipher.
You know, Lou, you're welcome here anytime you see us live. I gave you my number, so you know you can call me anytime too.
I'll tell you what, I don't know why, but it doesn't pop up. I don't get notifications for you very often. I'm surprised I found it tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody. Yes.
I haven't been getting notifications when other people.
On the truck, it said, heads up, you got one whispering voice trying to talk. It said, hey, there's something else. Listen carefully. Okay, spirits, I'm gonna stop talking for a few minutes and I'm gonna let you speak. Hurts.
All right. I agree.
You heard it. Spirits, I'm sorry, I thought my wife heard it.
The
Okay, spirits, I'm not gonna bug you no more.
In between.
We love you guys. We pray for you all the time. Miss you. God bless.
Yes, God bless you.
Trying to think.
Spirits, you have a great night. Keep being the wonderful person that you are. Stay blessed, okay?
My trucker said it didn't sound like it came from the box. Sound like it was in the room with you, Eddie, or Lou.
My
No.
room is
Black.
yeah, I have to have the lights off because I have an indoor garden going here.
Oh, I feel you on that, yes. Yes, I've seen the pictures of your indoor garden.
Yeah.
I was listening to Ricky Nielsen the other day, that song Garden Party, and I was thinking about you. I went to a garden party to reminisce with my old friends. And I was
I'll
thinking,
tell you what, every morning the lights turn on at 4 a.m. every morning. And so I hear the lights click on, click. And since I've started doing this, I get up every day, 4 a.m., drink my coffee, water my plants, and it's just such an amazing, relaxing ritual. I love it.
I hear you, man.
Also, I live in a basement, right?
Right.
And there's not much. I mean, I do have windows, they're small windows, but it's always been kind of stuffy down here. But
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, having these plants down here, I really think they're kicking me some fresh oxygen because it feels so much nicer down here now. I actually enjoy being in my room for the first time in 11 years that we lived here.
Mm-hmm. How's
So
your mom? Is your mom doing all right?
she's doing great. She's doing amazing.
And then how are you, because now that you and Lucid are no more, how are you? Are you okay?
I mean, I'm as okay as I'm gonna get. I'm doing a lot better now,
I
but
because I've read a few of your posts and just had me concerned with you.
oh yeah, I was not in good shape when all that stuff happened.
Just know that if you need someone to talk to, I'm right here.
I appreciate that, man.
And it
Appreciate
doesn't go outside our window.
it. It's part of life though. It happens. And
It does happen.
if
And this is how you learn.
you know what? That's one thing I've it's funny you say that because it's today is the day that I realized this. I've learned so much about myself in the last 2 months. It's actually been pretty amazing. And you know what? I had somebody say to me today, and it made perfect sense to me. This person was doing a card reading, and they said in the card reading that, you might not like that your the way that your path has led you. You might not like that, right? And the experience is shitty. But to get to the place that you're going,
Mm-hmm,
the overall goal in the end,
mm-hmm.
um, you wouldn't want to change it because you'd never make it there unless it happens that way. And
Right.
I don't know, maybe I'm being confusing, but
No, no,
I
no.
I think that everything happens for a reason. And
And Finna, the Grace, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I will tell you this, Lou, and I've always wanted to tell you this. And I said this earlier tonight. The universe that we live in, we create this. Okay? You have God, and then you have your own creation, whatever you want your universe to be. Okay, so what I mean by that is you can be anything you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Can't nobody tell you what to do and how you live your life. I just want you to live your life good. I want you to do good. I want you to be good. But you create your universe. If you're
I
gonna be a millionaire, you're gonna be a millionaire. You keep telling yourself that and have that faith in yourself, and you will be. But it's like a Tylenol, it's time release. It takes time because your subconscious got to catch up with you. Because your subconscious will see you down and say, wait a minute, I'm a millionaire, so I got to get this money. Okay.
yeah.
And so you create what you are. There's videos on here on YouTube that you can go to. Like, I listen to a guy named Robert Zinn, that he talks to you about how you can reshape your mind. You know, I've been listening to him for a long time, but before that, I was reading books by Neville Goddard, that was teaching you about manifestation. And this is one of the reasons why that we always have a good heart. That when you meet us in person, we're the exact same people as you see on video. We don't candy coat it. Ghost Dog will tell you. He's met us. John, the paranormal guy, would tell you.
He lived with us.
He lived with us.
I don't
We
know how you did that one, but okay. Gotcha.
right. I mean, so we don't,
No,
but we don't change. So the way you see us,
I love John. John's a great person.
yeah, he's John. Everybody has their flaws in life.
No one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. And
Yeah.
John is like the type of person you can't hold him down. He's got to
I'll
go.
tell you what, let me tell you something about John, right? When all that shit was going down with me with the possession,
Uh-huh.
it felt like I felt like I was being abandoned. Because I'm witnessing what's going on, and it's scaring the shit out of some people, right?
Right.
And they just run, you know.
Mhm.
And John grabs his freaking Bible and just jumps right in the room and he starts reading the Bible. Now, whatever was inside of me was mocking him. I remember exactly what it said. It said, "What do you think, Johnny boy? Do you think you're some kind of priest or something?" And as soon as it said that, John kept reading from the Bible, right?
Mhm.
And the more that he read from the Bible, whatever was inside of me started to cough.
Mhm.
And I could feel what this thing was feeling. And the more that John would read, the more this thing would cough. And it was like its lungs were filling up with fluid, like it couldn't breathe. The more John would read. And it was amazing, kind of. And now to look back at it, I'm
Mhm.
grateful to John for doing that.
Yeah, see, I would have stayed too and did the same thing. I'm not gonna run.
You know, that was a good friend does something like that. And
Exactly. That's how you know you're real friends sometimes too. You know,
you know, uh,
they stand by you.
I don't think there's a real way to tell you're real friends, but that is one way to tell if somebody's really your
Well,
friend.
they stay there regardless
Right.
of what's going down.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They take the beating and the heat and the pain
Right.
with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I think that after that, I think John was affected after what happened there too. I think John was affected for a little while after what happened there.
In fact, he told us he was.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
very dra-
He told us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
I am so appreciative that you came up, man. I really am.
Well, thank you for having me up, man. Just
You know,
sorry I fell asleep. I've been working I've been working a full-time job and then fixing my house afterwards. And then I've just been doing so many things. I just fell out, man. Sorry.
oh, it's all good because there's times that you come on during the day, I can only watch because I'm out, I'm working, and
And
I'm
I've been on so early lately. I get on at 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning lately. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm working, I'm driving, and I'm watching you. I can't comment or nothing because I'm driving. You know,
Yeah,
because
I'm an early riser now.
same here. I get up, man, every day at 6:30 in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
I head out the door, start working, and I don't get done working till like 3, sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, and then come home to the wife and kids. Because I DoorDash,
Yep.
which on the trucking is doing right now. He's DoorDashing. That's what I
I
do.
know so many people right now that that's how they're surviving is doing DoorDash.
Yep. That's
Oh,
how. I mean, because I got another job that's lined up.
yep.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, it's working at a mine.
A lime,
Is a lime company
a lime factory.
or a lime factory. Good money though.
Chemicals, the
Yeah.
chemical lime, he's bagging and
Oh, okay.
lifting with the, what do they call that thing?
Yeah. With the tow motor. You know. So yeah, I'm hoping I get that. You know, and then I don't have to DoorDash anymore.
Heck no, because it's 12-hour shifts, but it's like 17 to
Yeah, it's like
$2,100 every 2 weeks.
$21. Yeah, $2,100 every 2 weeks.
That's a hell of a good deal.
Yep. And a good friend of ours and a good friend of my wife's, they're trying to get me in.
Yep.
They're trying to get me in bad. He keeps telling me, "Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get you in. I'm gonna get you in here." I told him if God wants me there, He'll put me in there. I
Yeah,
go,
that's true.
I go wherever He leads me. That's where I go. He
Yep.
led me to DoorDash. I've been doing this now 5 years.
You know what? I think that's something else that lately that I've replenished my relationship with God lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good.
I tell people all the time, you don't have to quit the paranormal. You know what I'm saying? You can have high powers with, you know what I'm saying, trust and friendship with God
Yeah,
and do the paranormal. There's nothing wrong with that.
and just don't go to no heavily haunted places.
Just
I
don't
mean,
get too
just-
extreme into
right,
the
you
whole, you
know.
know.
You know what? I like I was saying earlier, I I don't think I don't think it was like a possession, a demonic possession. I really believe it was, all right, if you ever had a message from God, a direct message from God, I think it would be so freaking scary. You would not be able to decipher it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was literally a message from God that I was on the wrong path, that my path was completely wrong at that moment, that
Mhm.
you are on the fucking exactly wrong path. And
Right.
that was what I was being told. You're going to hell. If you don't fucking change what you're doing, you're going.
Right.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it.
You know, another thing though is, you know, sometimes you have to change either the people that you hang with, you know, you want to be more around more positive people because if you hang around with negative people, that's the kind of feedback you're gonna always get. But if you hang around positive people, you know, you're gonna get that back in return too. You know, and that's what we try to hang around more positive people. We leave negativity at the door because we got three boys with special needs. They don't need no more negativity in their life.
Yeah, not definitely not.
That stays out the door. And that's why we're always happy people here. Even if there's
Yep.
nothing to really be happy about, we're happy. We're happy that we're alive. We got a roof over our head. We got food on our table. I mean, I'm blessed. We're blessed. We're blessed to have you
Yeah,
on the live. You know,
I'm blessed to be here.
and that's why you know we are the same, and we are what we are. We give love, and in order to get love, you have to give it, and then when it comes back on you, it comes back on you twice as full.
That's why I put you 12 on it.
And yeah, I was reading K Dog. He said that's why he quit YouTube in front of the camera.
What's up, K-Dog? K-Dog's out in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what's up, K-Dog?
K
Long time
Dog
no
said
see.
He said I don't have any real friends
he-
after he got shot and almost died in 2021.
You know what? That's sad. And I was just thinking that same thing today. I don't have any friends. Like, I don't have any friends that I could call them and be like, hey, you want to come over and hang out? Like, in my life, my real life, I don't have any friends, not any that I want to
right.
call up and say, hey, do you want to come over and hang out? You know, like, it's
That's
sad.
why I've told you if you was here in San Antonio, you would have a plate at our table.
Mhm.
I meant
It,
that.
I'm not saying that like as like a bad thing. I'm just saying like a lot of my friends, they're on the wrong path, and I don't want to be there anymore. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
And I agree with you.
Why I moved
you
here.
you hang out with five bums, you're gonna be number six, just like you just said. You
Right.
know?
That's why we moved here.
Like they always say, the birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly.
Yep. And Becky
And
Booth,
another thing the statistics show, and this is 100% fact, that you will make an average of your five closest friends of what they make.
yep,
So if you hang out with five people and every single one of them makes minimum wage, you're probably going to be number six.
yep,
But if you hang out with five people that are multimillionaires, you're probably
Yep.
going to be number six.
right, right.
And I do see that in life. I see that when I hang in different circles. Where I'm working right now, I got very lucky and I landed a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
And just grateful to be there. Like you go through so much shitty things in your life, and then when things start happening good, I am there right now. You know what? I think at the end of my life, I'll look back at these years right now, right where I am right at this moment, and say those were the best years of my life.
Yep. I agree with you.
I look at your past as a learning tool.
Right.
It's just a learning tool.
Right. So don't live your past. Instead, become your future.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to live any of my past. I'll tell you
Right.
that.
Your past is just a learning tool for, to
Right.
do better for your future. You know what I'm saying?
K-Dog said,
I learned enough of them lessons one time.
K-Dog said, Lou, I moved out to Oklahoma. I live in a former church turned into a house and hotel, remodeled, and the church is haunted and was on ghost adventures.
That's should be making videos about that.
Hey, that's exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him
I would do.
we'll come out there.
He wants to turn it into a hotel.
He wants to turn it into
A
a
bed and
breakfast.
He'll make some bank off of that.
Yeah, he can make some bank off of that.
Have ghost hunters come in and do, pay to do videos.
Well, some of these haunted shows, how can I put this?
I didn't say shows, I said ghost hunters, real one.
Right.
Investigators.
Because I tell
I didn't
people all
say
the time,
shows.
we're not paranormal investigators. We're enthusiasts. I would never lie to somebody and say, yeah, we're paranormal
No.
investigators. I will not lie to nobody. I would love to hang out with somebody.
I don't know if I take that. I don't know if I really believe that statement right there, though, because by default, you are investigating the paranormal.
Yeah, because you're right. But the reason why I won't call myself an investigator is because you have, like you and John, I mean, you guys actually went out there and done that. You went to these abandoned places and
What
did
you
all
talking
that.
about? I've seen you do the same thing. It's not about location, man.
Yeah, it's hard for me to call myself a real investigator. It's hard.
I think as long as you set yourself out to prove that something happens, you're
Mhm.
investigating it. Once you turn that box on with something recording it,
Mhm.
you're investigating. In my book.
Yeah, you're right. And you're not
That's
the only
why I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'll never turn on a spirit box. I try not to without turning on a camera.
right.
Unless it's a very personal session.
Now that's something we do on our own.
Yep.
A couple days a week, me and my wife will sit in the living room, and even with our boys, we'll sit in the living room, we do a spirit box session just to see who's around us.
Yep. And I bet you they're the most amazing sessions ever.
They are. Especially when you got Manny down there. Manny, he just laughs all the way through it because the sounds just makes him laugh.
I don't know if there's some kind of rule or what it is, but there's something where they don't want to allow full out proof to be out there.
Right.
Because I've had times where the camera turns off and the freaking conversation really starts. Like, or when you're starting your spirit box, say you're starting your spirit box and you're getting it ready for your live stream, and you turn it on, and before your live stream starts, they are freaking, hey, what's going on? And you're talking, and then as soon as you turn that camera on,
like
dead silence.
Nothing happens.
It's like they know the camera's on, so now
they know the camera's on, of course. Listen, if they could tell, this is what I think, right? If they could tell what the chat says, like in somebody's live stream, because I know they can, because I've seen them answer people's chats from spirit boxes. So these spirits, they're multi-dimensional. They're able to do things on levels that we would never even comprehend.
Right. K-Dog said, I'm kind of trying to leave the spirits alone right now so I can get the work done and open this place. And then Miss Donna said, I've never believed in the paranormal until my husband died, and he proved me different. Since then, I believe. And I'm I'm right there with Donna. When my first wife passed away, I didn't believe in ghosts. I always thought that was a white person's thing.
Ah,
I was wrong. When I seen my wife at the foot of my bed, I was wrong. I became a believer ever since because I know what I saw. Even though my own family called me crazy, and they had me sent into a psychiatric hospital for having a nervous breakdown, as they put it. You know, I know what I saw. You know,
yeah,
and then my son, my oldest son, Ed, he described his mom in a dream. And I never told him what his mom looked like because she died having him.
yep,
And he told me that she was wearing a purple dress and she was about 4 feet tall. And she was wearing a purple dress, the dress she got married in.
yep.
She was wearing a purple dress and she was only 4 feet tall.
Oh, I know it's true. I know it's true. You know what? You're talking to one person that is so far beyond. I am so far beyond even caring if people believe. I don't give a shit what you believe. In fact, I've come to the point where I put enough evidence out there, in my opinion. You have your own opinion about it. A lot of people say they don't believe in it, don't believe in it. I've seen it so upfront, close and personal that I can't deny that you're talking to something, you know.
Right. Becky said, my mom doesn't believe in ghosts, but believes in UFOs. And you know what? There's people like that. There's people that don't believe in cryptids, but believe in spirits, or people that don't believe in ghosts, believe in cryptids. You
Well,
know,
I'll tell you what, there's nothing to prove what we're talking to.
right,
There's nothing to prove that we're talking to spirits.
right.
Um, we could be talking to some life form that
Mm,
can only communicate through these radio waves.
yep.
It could be anything. It could be an alien. It could be a life form. It could be a intelligence, an artificial intelligence. It could be anything. It could be the US government messing with people.
Mhm.
There's so many explanations other than pareidolia, which is the trick of the mind. There's so many explanations that it could possibly be.
Mhm.
It's up to you what you want to believe, you know, but there's something trying to communicate with us.
Right.
Now, I choose to believe that it's spirits because I've heard the voices of the people that are passed away. Not only that, I've heard information that nobody would possibly know. Like there's so much stuff out there. It's kind of undeniable for me.
I agree. Donna said, ever since my husband left me, let me see him at 3 a.m. getting food, it's been like this nightly now. So basically, what she was seeing is, because when we go back up one, is her experience was her husband uh, loved food, and he actually let me see him get into our refrigerator to get food at 3 a.m.
Yep.
There's a loop.
Right. So I think your husband is replaying himself residually. And so even though you're there, he doesn't see you there. Because he just comes, that's why you're seeing him constantly at 3 a.m. If it's always the same time, he's just replaying
In a loop.
himself. So he's in a loop. That's residual. That's just my belief. So
I had an experience when I was younger. I think I may have said this on your channel before.
Mhm.
But when I was very young. I was out in New York City with a friend, and we went to his mother's house. And I had never been to his mother's house. I had never met his mother.
Mhm.
And we slept over his mother's house because we didn't want to drive back to Massachusetts. It was too late to drive from New York City back to Massachusetts. So
Right.
we went to his mother's house. He had a key. We went inside. I fell asleep on the couch. I wake up in the morning. I smell coffee. I
Mhm.
love coffee, so I'm like, that smells good. And I look in the kitchen, and there's an old man sitting in the kitchen, drinking coffee, reading his newspaper. Now, I don't know nobody in this house. It's my friend's mom's house. I don't want to get up and start introducing myself. And so I decide to go back to sleep until my friend gets back up.
Mhm.
So I lay back down. I wait for my friend to get up. And when he gets up, I said, who was that in the kitchen? Was that like your stepfather or something?
Mhm.
He said, and this is the person who gave me the name Lou Rock. He's my godfather, actually. He's a Spanish guy from New York. He has a deep New York accent.
I'm
And
me this story now. That was the night that me, you, and Patty was on also.
yeah,
Same night. No, go ahead and finish though.
yeah, so I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, I seen this guy in the kitchen. He's like, listen, there's nobody here but you and me. And his mother hadn't gotten home from the store yet, but when she came in, he told her, he said, Lou Rock says he's seen somebody in your kitchen this morning, a guy. And he's laughing about it, but she got real serious as soon as he told her. And I ended up pointing the guy out in a picture album. It was her boyfriend who died 6 months before. And now when I see this woman, she's in her 80s now. Every time I see her, she comes up and gives me a hug, and like she remembers the time I seen her boyfriend who passed away. And there's no possible way I could have known who this person is. I had no connection to these people.
Right.
Thing is, when I seen this guy, it was probably about 7:38 in the morning. It was broad daylight because the sun had come up. And this person did not look like a ghost. He looked just like you or me right now. And so that makes me think, how many ghosts could we possibly pass in a day and never realize? Say ghosts were undecipherable from people. Say you couldn't tell them from people. How could you tell you weren't talking to ghosts every single day?
Right.
You couldn't. There's no possible way to not know that you're not walking by ghosts every single day.
I agree
So
with you. Well, everybody, I'm gonna bring this to a close. I want to thank you all so much that's here for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Love to have you as part of our family. And don't forget to also check out Lou Rock. Lou, put your link in for your channel,
no,
man.
I'm good, man. Thank you. They can find me if they want to. It's Lou Rock. There's only one Lou Rock. It's pretty easy to find.
Thank you, man, so much for being here. Now, I put in a link also right there for Text Front Porch. We're gonna be on there tomorrow. He's gonna interview us. Um, and he's a good dude, man. Man. If you love Cap 7, you'll love Text Front Porch. He talks about a lot about cryptids and UFOs, but we've met him a couple times, and super, super nice man.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, I got his link right there. I'm gonna go over to his channel and say
Because he
hello.
got like he's a positive kind of person.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what I like. I like positive, uplifting people that
yes,
try to that try to lift up the community as a whole. People like you, people like Cab 7,
yep,
people like Ghost Mafia, rest in peace.
yes. And I
You
love
know,
Ghost Mafia.
people that try to pull the community together.
and that's what Tex does. And he found us, and he's been subscribed to us ever since. He didn't go on tonight because he's live right now. So I went
Oh,
on
no.
I went on ahead and put his link in there, and I'm getting ready to head over there too. So hey, you guys, thank you so much. We're gonna be back next Sunday. Keep your notifications on, and just know that we love you. God bless you all, and y'all stay blessed. Lou, thank you so much for being here. Shout
Much
out
love.
Mama Rock, and you guys stay blessed. Thank you. Have a good night.